You quiet? Nobody's talking?
Oh, what were we talking about?
Yeah, we were discussing about, us doing something in organized fashion about, the issues at hand is that, our master teacher, ATUN-RE, he's in constant need of, of financial issues, because of his day-to-day living situation. And right now we're just, trying to collectively come up with, ways of we can organize matters to be able to, support him, even if it's little as $1 per week, because, his health and his well-being and safety every day is important to all of us. So we were just discussing, different strategies and going about it, so that's where we're at right now. Yep, either Amunet or, Brother Zora, if you want to, share your thoughts on it.
Y'all are very intelligent, very, very intelligent, and very beautiful and smart. You already get what I was saying to you. Just break it down for the people.
Cool. That would be so. But yeah, so let's first start off by telling everybody to shout it out and welcome to the conference call. Today's Saturday. Hope everybody having a great day. We're just trying to get these things more in the forward motion of being able to take care of master teacher on a day-to-day basis very much because he has a lot going on. And, his safety and his well-being is important to us. So this is Tank. I kind of help with the facilitating of a lot of things here. Anybody need, help with any of the books or forwarding, sending money to ATUN-RE, please reach out to me. I'm accessible, through Facebook. You have my phone number. I don't mind giving that out. But, yeah, so this conference call is pretty much setting it up where we can kind of organize some matters of going about doing it. So we're going to ask everybody they can do something on a weekly basis, and it'll be important and imperative for you to be, consecutive about it and do it consistently, because this is important to us, and, his safety, his every day is important to all of us. It's me and Sister Amunet. We were trying to, share with the rest of the family, what we all can do together collectively. Are you there, Amunet?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I would say keep it simple math. It's like, you got to find who could actually, consistently donate a certain amount of money every month, just like you're paying a bill, You have to make sure our master teacher is the biggest thing is stability, So if you got like 5 people that can definitely, donate $100 a month, that's $500 a month. So that's what I'm looking at. And just keep it simple. It needs to be consistent. And just improving your budget if you can, for those that can do that. I know I'll raise my hand. I'll be the first one to say I can give them $100 once a month. I can do that.
And I can too. I can too.
200.
God bless you. God bless you. See, that's what I'm talking about. God bless the two of you. And the Most High bless you forever without end. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, the sacrifice, you're not doing it because you feel like this is not religion. This is not for religious sake or any other purpose other than helping someone. It's easier for us to help him more than it is for him to help us.
Mm-hmm.
There's more of us than him.
Because we do a hawk.
Correct. Beautiful.
Like maybe one person, I can take care of his cell phone bill every month, that's a hassle off of him. Just find one person, I'll take care of his cell phone bill. We got to break it down to pieces.
Exactly.
And that's less than 100. So find someone, and then they feel committed, right, and they're obligated. They have to do it. Then they're going to do it because our eyes are on them. It's just another bill, just add them to your budget. That's all you got to do. It's real simple. Just break it down. So now we have $20, find someone to take care of the phone bill. How much it is.
And they could definitely get done because I tell you guys now, ATUN-RE that he's been real busy with a lot going on. You know, he just told me recently that, you know, with the van that he currently has, he's been able to get cleaned out real good, and he got a computer in there working. And one of his main priority is to first, you know, rewrite the Living Book. You know, like we all love that book. It's a great, well-written book, but it's, you know, it's kind of dated. So he's going to be soon putting out a new version. You know, so all, you know, this, what we're trying to provide for him is going to give him better resources so he can give us more. Because, again, it's like it's one of him, like Zuriel was saying, it's only one of him and there's many of us.
Yeah.
This organized clip can come together. We'll be able to take care of the little brother, master teacher, you know.
Yes.
Little black
and
eagle.
it can be done. We know too much. We know too much. Come on.
True.
We're so far advanced. This is like, it's a slam dunk.
Mm-hmm.
Just break it down, you know. Like, so we got $200 a month. We got their code one so far. I mean, I don't know how many people are in the OSOICE circle. I don't know how many people, you know, who are you know, actually, you know, whatever. But it's like just whoever they are pulling in, they got to do something. They got to put some kind of skin in the game, you know. You can't just sit back and you got to do something. Real though.
No, that's right.
Got to laying down. I've been laying down for years. Got to do something.
Yep. You know, because just listen to his videos alone is enough information that can help you, you know, raise your vibrations up, your elevation up, you know, how you encode and decode information, because you also remember that, you know, based on your level of how you progress in life is how you're able to, you know, encode and decode information, because that's how you earn your level of degrees. And the closer you get to master teacher, he helps you and teach you and elevates you up so you can do that quicker, you know, because information is coming in and out of us all the time, but it's not how you're able to process it, you know, being able to take it in and be able to, you know, make something of it. And the closer you are to master teacher, just the more high your vibrations get, you know, because all of us on the phone are some extremely fast-thinking beings. And I'm just happy to be around y'all, you know, because every day I got to be around. But I love them around me, too. They just, you know, at a different pace with it, you know. And you got to let them, you know, take it in and, you know, come along as they come along. Because they all going to be connected to it soon, I feel, anyway.
Right. We got to keep it. We got to get this going because we can't let him go. I mean, it's like, what are we going to do? You know, sit back and, it's ridiculous. It's like Glenwontpay Nation, you know, the teacher's gone, we're really doing nothing. We do the same thing. We got to take care of him, you know. He stopped calling and teaching us, what are we going to do then? Come on. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
If you let me, I'd like to lend a little clarity. Well, I'd like to lend a whole lot of clarity to his situation. He's a special, very special person. I will say that. All right, at the very least. Because he's a very special person, he's not very tall in stature. In this world, picks on the little guy. You know what I mean? The world full of bullies. So he's around. He's forced to live a certain way because of the environment, just like any Nubian man in North America. Because of that, he runs into the types of people that would sooner cut your throat than offer you a glass of water if he was thirsty. But he still is around these people trying to help them because he sees that the reason why they're living this way is because they've been hurt. And he took the job to save the people. He took the job to save the people. So in order for him to be able to save the people, he has to be able to move around and not have to be in that environment longer than necessary. If you get where I'm coming from. If you get my drift.
Cool. No doubt. Cool.
Yes.
Shaddah Da Family.
Yo, good, Dion.
Brother Dion.
All right. How everybody doing? Peace and love. All right, good. Was that the elder Zuriel speaking?
Yes, it is.
Hey,
yes, it is.
How you doing, brother? I want to say good. And I want to say, me personally, I'm sure as well as others, man, I just want to make sure you know we greatly appreciate the portion that you carry and things that you are bringing to the table. We are paying attention to, man. So I just wanted to share that with you. Just thought I thought about it. This the second time you done reached to me with the things you said, and I greatly appreciate it. I just wanted you to know that. That's all.
Thank you, and I'm very humbled that you appreciate what the information that I'm given to give to you, because this is not the information. What I say to you doesn't come from me. It comes from my Father. So I'm giving to you what my Father has given to me.
Yes,
Our
sir.
Father,
yes, sir.
not just my Father. Excuse me, I misspoke, and that's incorrect. Our Father communicates with me.
Sir.
I communicate with you. He communicates with you. You communicate with me.
Yes, sir.
And I'm humbled by I am humbled by your gratitude, and I am equally grateful to you as well, brother. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. I'm just listening.
And that's double time for me, Elder Zuriel. It's Anthony. It's double time.
Peace of love, brother Anthony. We got the same middle name. You know, that's my Christian name. That is my Roman Catholic name, Anthony.
Yeah, that's my Roman name too. And my middle name, I think, is Roman as well. It's Ramon.
I hear that. Yeah, man. We all here in the spirit of the Most High, in the spirit of what they call in Roman Catholicism the spirit of Christ. Right? But not to be confused with Christos. Greek God, Christos. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the love, the divine love. We're all here together because we're concerned about one being. And that example is God, or what you consider the Most High. Because what you are taught is the angelic host are concerned about you. But when you're by yourself, you have a host concerned about just you. We are in the capacity of the angelic host right now, right this very moment, right now, discussing our love and our, for lack of a better word, in dealing with the flesh, desire for a person that we love to have an easier road, an easier time, not so easy to cause complacency, not to placate or to have a being so enamored with pretense or pomp and lavish things, but just for the bare minimum. Can you give a nigga a slice of bread? Can you give a nigga a cup of water? I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. Mama taught me an old saying when I was a little boy. It was just me and her. I remember it was cold one night, and seeing the projects in New York City during the 80s, well, during the late 70s into the early 80s, a lot of times during the Koch administration, they would cut off the heat. In New York City housing, they would cut off the heat in the winter. And this was before John Gotti's crew put in the storm windows. So we had single pane windows. And then this area here is right next to an inlet. So during the winter time, even to this day, you get the full cold Arctic blast coming in. All right? It's very windy, bitter cold. All right, bitter cold. So what you had during the late 70s into the early 80s, which you had is the wet, cold air would frost the outside and the inside of the window. So because they turned off the heat, we had to heat the apartment with gas heat, with the stove. But you know that's illegal now because you could die from that, right? But that's what we were doing in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. I remember one time, real cold, and I said, Mama, we don't have any heat. It's cold. Why is no heat? And Mama tried to explain it to me best she could, but trying to explain adult shit to a little child, that's not going to fly, so you do the best you can. But, you know, I'm very inquisitive, and I have questions upon questions upon questions. You literally, when I was a little child, have to tell me, shut the fuck up, stop asking so many goddamn questions, for me to be quiet. So I got to a point where she told me this old saying. She said, there before the grace of God go I. She said, you know, we have a roof over our head, but right now there are people who are homeless without anything. They're outside in the cold. I said, Mama, people outside in the cold? She said, yes, baby. She said, people outside in the cold right now, children your age, with their huddled together in the cold. And that was real shit back in the late 70s, early 80s. It was really people outside in fucking 20, some damn near 15-degree weather, because the fucking homeless shelters, the programs weren't there, so people were out in the streets and huddled in abandoned buildings, bombed out buildings. So that was real shit. There before the grace of God go I. And that meant, and I didn't realize until I became a grown man what that means. And I'll explain to you what that means if you don't know, if you haven't ever heard that saying. There before the grace of God go I, meaning I go before the grace of God. It's through His grace that I survive. It's through His mercy that when I wake up in the morning, I breathe. It's something so simple. Remember, ATUN-RE said the smallest thing carries the most power, right? So everybody this morning woke up. But I guarantee you, no one on this phone said as soon as they fucking woke up, thank you for air. Nobody even had that thought. Thank you for oxygen.
You're right.
Much less thank you. Thank you that I can breathe. Just that one statement, or that one statement. Thank you, I can breathe. Thank you, Father, for allowing me to breathe. As soon as you woke up, you forgot. And you do this every day. We all do, every day. Again, I said, there, only by the grace of God. I go only by the grace of the Most High. I do nothing of myself by myself. As the saying goes, I am in the all is within me, so on and so forth. So, like I said, it's easier for us to help Him than for Him to help us. He can help us if we help Him. Help Him by getting Him what He needs to not constantly, it's a money thing. Let's just bottom line it, it's a money thing. He just needs the bare necessity to operate so he doesn't have to pay attention to just trying to survive when we need him to teach us this information. He cannot get to a point where he can teach us the information if he's constantly looking over his shoulder trying to fucking survive. If he's surviving, if he gets to a state of survival, it's not like, let's not bullshit, it's not like he's not surviving. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not preaching here. He's surviving, but he's haggard and he's bogged down by bullshit. And most of it's financial. If we just take our little pennies, 100 of us take our little pennies. Each man knows 10 men. Each woman knows 10 women, and each one of those women know 10 women, and each one of those women know 10 women. Each one of those men knows 10 men, and each one of those men knows 10 men, and each one of those men knows 10 men. If each one of y'all put in a fucking dollar, just $1. I don't want $25. No one is asking you for $25. No one's asking you for $100. No one's asking you for the money in your credit account, your checking account, your savings account. No one's asking you for your sneaker money. No one's asking you for your Similac money. No one's asking you to flip your food stamps. No one's asking you to borrow money off of your Social Security card. No one's asking you to do the fucking thing only just to donate $1. You would spend that on a cup of coffee. For the price of coffee, you can save the world. Literally.
Mhm. Yep. Yep. Elder, I agree with you, man. This is Anthony again. I know it's several of us on the line that make sure he got some food in his stomach and some place to sleep. So we definitely feel where you're coming from. It shouldn't be that hard for as many people that is picking up on the information and learning from the master teacher and learning from ATUN-RE and everybody that's coming to the table is getting fed in some way, form, or fashion. And the least you can do is take care of the one responsible. At the end of the day, if you got a dog at your house, you taking care of that dog, and that dog ain't done nothing. Ain't done nothing for you. You done picked up poop after that dog. You know what I mean? Those of us on this line that got pets know what I'm talking about. Some of us will wipe a dog or pick up poop after a dog and won't even take care of our elders, our grandparents when they get too old. We got to snap out of doing that. We got to snap out of that. So
I'm glad you
100%
mentioned that.
Every week I'm going to support, the master teacher every week. I'm dedicated to this.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that because it's not required. This is not just a monetary situation. OSOICE is not a bunch of dudes and females on the phone jaw-jacking. OSOICE is family. You have family, you got elders in your family, put them on the phone. Call your grandmama, call your grandfather, call your uncle, call your aunts, call your cousin, get them on the phone. Put your children on the goddamn phone, man. Let them speak to ATUN-RE, man. Let them speak to us. Let us speak to them. Let them know that there are people, there are beings out here that love them and know that they're special, that they're not alone in this place. Let them know there's family for them, that we're here for them, that we're here for each other. Let them be on the phone instead of just us talking about what we're going to do, what we're going to do, what we're going to do. That shit is important. Don't get it twisted. That shit is very important. But where's the family? The family just doesn't consist of a bunch of dudes and females. It's elders. ATUN-RE ain't the only elder. Umi ain't the only elder. I had my mama on the phone earlier. My children is right. My son and daughter is right here. Where's the children? Where are the children? Why aren't they on the phone? Where are the elders in your family? Why aren't they on the phone? Why aren't you sharing with your blood? That is also ICE. Everything we do, everything we say. Original sacred order, inner circle empire. The family, goddammit. Blood. Blood. You come to ATUN-RE and give him $1, but won't call your grandmama. Pardon me, most of us don't have our grandmamas still living. Some of us do. Pardon me, some of us don't have our parents still living. Some of us do. And pardon me again, a lot of us have lost family, cousins, aunts, and uncles. but some of us still have them here with us in the flesh. I just want to point out, you know, they say blood is thicker than water. I say all of it's water. How the fuck you having blood without H2O? That doesn't even make sense. Blood is thicker than water.
Right. Good analogy. I like that.
A lot of lies been told to us. Bring your family, bring your blood closer. You haven't talked to them in years? Well, you're fucking talking to them now. Humble yourself out. Put them on the phone. When we have conference calls, from now on, when we have conference calls, all right, here we go. Y'all keep talking about, the elder Zuriel. No, see, I ain't about all that shit. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn titles or none of that bullshit, because that fucking name is an action. A name, you're named after an action. It's not who you are. Who you are is who you are. Can't nobody fucking tell you who you are. Only you know who you are. So I don't deal with all that pomp and all that praise and all that. I humble out and say thank you, but I don't run on that. So I'm going to say to you, yo, the next time we on the motherfucking conference and we on the radio and shit, bring your family onto the show. Have some blood on this line, man. It's in the blood, man. Amon-Ra keeps saying, what about the blood? Shit, nigga, what about it? That's right, Amon-Ra. What about the blood? Bring the blood on the line, brother and sister. Male and female, bring your blood on the line. Bring them in line. Make yourself in line with your blood. You keep wanting to ask about the Holy Family, but you ain't dealing with your family. You are the Holy Family. You're the Holy Family. Whole family, holy family. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. This ain't semantics, man. I'm done. I said enough.
I feel you. I definitely feel you, brother. I'm with you. I'm with you, so.
Thank you once again. Oh, man, that feels so good to hear that. I can't remember the group. Oh. Hey, sis, how you doing?
I'm doing so. How much speaking with Anthony?
No, it's Dion again. Wanted to tell you thanks for our little convo we had and your concern.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, it was. And I think I wanted to say, I was getting ready to say till I heard your voice. I guess Zuriel saying this, I can't remember the group, but it's a family affair. Always was, huh?
It's a family affair. Yep, yes it is.
Yes. Oh.
I get really excited when people reply back. You know, when I reach out to them on YouTube, the comments, what have you. I really get excited. You just don't know how much. I mean, cheesing so hard. So thank you.
Yeah, buddy.
What's that, fella? Y'all?
Got on the line.
Huh?
Say it again.
Who is it?
Okay, so what have we come up with thus far,
Oh,
Brandon?
yeah.
So where are we as far as the finances and what are we going to do? Anybody
that's
there?
what I was waiting to hear.
Listen, it's a simple thing. You just basically organize what we've been talking about and you present it out to Ray and see what he say. He's the one that, you know what I'm saying, to run it up the flagpole. If he fucking salutes to it, it's a go. If he don't, he say fuck that, then it's fuck that. It's what he wants. This is, you feel me? It's how he's running it. That's it. Right. These are just suggestions. The most that you could take from this is to know that make this what it's supposed to be. Don't sit around waiting for it to do it itself. That's retarded. Right. You make it. You make OSOICE. You make the the inner circle empire. You make that, the original sacred order. You make that shit. If it was just all about if it was just him on a one-man solo mission, he'd just be on a one-man solo mission. What would be the purpose for you to even pay attention to what the fuck he's saying?
Right.
And it's not about, and again, it's not about you emptying your fucking pocket. It's about you spreading this information to your bloodline, your family. If they don't want to hear it, if they don't want to hear the information, if they want to hold on to their ideology, their psychology on religion, you don't force them. This is not what we're doing. All denominations are welcome. All denominations are welcome. By whatever name you want to call the Most High, you are welcome. We love you. We're your family. Come home. Come home. It's time now. Come on home. Come on home.
Until then, we need to get this money, these finances, give us some kind of financial support. That's an ASAP moment, I think. That has to be done now. There's going to be another phone call, have to get something established in place whereas, he can have easy access to tap into. If he need it, he can get it. So Brandon trying to call around, trying to who's got what. That's why I said if everybody can just play a role in this, and you can give what you can give a month to do it. Someone take care of the phone bill. Just break it down like that. And those they can donate, put towards the maintenance for the vans. Something will happen to the van. So we got money to tap into a fund to take care of maintenance, take care of the van. Working like a cell, every cell and the part in the cell has a different job to do.
You're right.
The thing is consistency.
You're right.
My parents don't want to hear nothing I got to say about. I've been as quote unquote the black sheep of the family. They don't hear nothing. They don't hear nothing I have to say. So why even go with my energy? They don't want to hear it. So it's like this is how I feel about it. So you have a very good idea, Uriel. Just put all ideas together and come up with one master plan. But I think that the key is to be consistent. He needs it now. Brandon said 100. I can give 100 told you right there. It's just simple. Just keep it simple.
You can get a boost. You can get a boost plan up to 4 lines for $100.
Okay. See.
That's everybody. That's everybody in the corporate office of OSOICE. That's basically that, like you, Brandon. You know what I'm saying? ATUN-RE, you feel me? And somebody else.
See, that's great. That's awesome.
That's very simple. One of you. It would just take one of you to get the plan. It's very simple.
Okay.
Very simple. It's very simple. Verizon, Boost plan, any plan. Goddamn Cricket phone. It could be the Cricket phone. It don't matter.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? It's very simple. It's very simple. I am very delighted and so happy that it's very rare that you find a sister that is willing to do the work and be a part, like a working piece of the puzzle. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Thank you very much. It's very rare. Thank you.
Yeah, but I totally understand, because he even, is willing to, it's a lot going on. I can describe in detail what ATUN-RE is every day, like, on the go. This is like the public for the new callers in, because we have quite a few people on. But, always, like always, only a few of us, actually speak up. But his everyday living is that he actually sleeps in his van. And I can contest to this because he's called me many times during the day inside this van. He's even went to sleep on the phone with me inside this van. So I know he's in the van. And this, this is a freaking elder.
Brother.
You see what I'm saying? So,
brother, I don't mean to cut your wisdom off. This man has slept. This man has slept in a fucking tent by the railroad tracks. The nigga took me to where he was at. He showed me where he was at. He called me one time from the tent by the railroad tracks. FaceTime me on, what is that, Messenger? He said one time he had all of his shit in shopping carts and had rolled them and parked them in a certain area and shit, was mad strategic, had his shit in one area, and then went and had another bag in another area, needed a ride to get from that area to that area. Yo, fucking, what is that dude, that detective? Sherlock Holmes ain't got shit on ATUN-RE. You hear me? Damn near 007 ain't got shit on ATUN-RE. Real talk. I'm sorry, Brandon. Go ahead, bro.
No, we need to hear that. That's.
Yep. So that's just
may I ask a question?
Yep.
It's Maurice from Virginia.
How you doing, Brother Maurice?
I'm doing all right, Brandon. Thanks for reaching out, allowing me to be a part of this discussion. But the question I have, and I know there's certain things I agree with everything that I'm hearing, and I'm willing to always do what I can. Certain things I need to tighten up on, but
your phone kind of going in and out, Maurice, bro.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me better?
That's a little smoother. Yep.
Okay. Just one of the things that, I know that ATUN-RE being the general, and who I've heard him refer to himself as that. What is the hierarchy of OSOICE? And I'm asking that because I know, Brandon, you handle a lot of the communication to gather us all, and every order there's some type, minister information, a minister of finance. Would it be easier, minister of the arts and propaganda, for use of a better word, or lack of a better word, would we be able to accomplish more if, Brandon, I don't know how much is on you or someone else to assign someone, and then it can go, you have someone checking on someone, is this being done? Is this being done? I don't, and I don't know how many people are able to pull for this, to happen from, am I making myself clear?
Oh, yeah, I totally get what you're saying, but the point of what's going on right now is that it's not really about, how it was, the thing is like ATUN-RE safety right now. That's like, we're trying to organize a matter of what we can do now, as in yesterday, of how we can, accommodate his living situations on a day-to-day better, you see, because he just told me that, he hangs his clothes up inside the van. He's always, he has a dress nice, but him being an elder, because we all knew Pops. Do we ever at any time see Pops not properly, looking professional?
Never.
Always
looking good. Always.
Right.
Yeah. But most of the responsibility is falling on you. Am I with coordinating things?
That's what it.
Okay, I'm listening.
Right, it's not really a responsibility on me, it's all of us, because, like he always says, we're all grains of sand, we're all grains, in the big sand, in the big beach, we're all pieces of grain.
That's correct.
You see, so we all are working together collectively, we're just trying to organize matters and trying, to raise everyone's vibrations up so that we can do it on a more consistent basis, because, we all pay our phone bills on time, we all have, habits that we pay on time.
Yeah,
things of that nature. So why not support our elder? Because he needs to be so nice always, in all that he do. Like, it should be nothing for him to be in a house, RV where he's able to travel, be able to write his books. This is not a lot, and us, at least it's quite a few people on this phone call right now, and this is, who can get this many people on the phone? Y'all don't realize, like, I've seen people get on the phone in around a few minutes all around the world when he had something to say. You see, so we continue to organize this in a proper manner and, come together more wholeheartedly, and ask the right questions. You see, we can get things done, collectively, because, trying to pinpoint things and, trying to figure it all out, we're not here for that right now. His safety is concerned because something happened bad last week. Like, it got up under all of our skin, because we can't get out there and get to him. Some guys jumped on him. It was a friend of his that he took care of his wife. He took care of his friend's wife for years. He lived with them. They were friends. Small argument, it turned into, they were, beating up on the little brother, and that's not cool. Especially somebody, you're looking at and you cool with, and they just turn around and flip on you, call your brothers over, to beat on you more, and it's like it's too much of that right now. But what's happened with the world is it's very violent and everybody against one another. The devil is at all of us 24 hours. We can't even come together, to do something simple as, that's the devil at work. But we got to point that out and play it out and, remove his energy, you see, and us come together because we're more better collectively together, you see.
Right.
That's what it's more about. So here, we're going to start doing calls every day. Please check in, rather it be one of the elders, rather it be, with me. I'm always available. Rather it be, Sister Amunette, she's always available. There's quite a few of us are always available, too. Please reach in every day to check your status of how you are doing as well, because, we're family, too. We need one another, so we all got to check on our everyday well-being. I know a couple of brothers on the same day had chest pains. Like, what's the chances of that? Two of the brothers the same day had chest pains last week. And it's like, so the devil is like, he's pointing at us and coming at us directly. But, we see it now, but we got to make us stronger and come, this is going to make us stronger and more prepared. So every day we need everybody to check in every day, and ask, come about us and saying, don't ask, who this, what's that. Ask what can you do in order for us to, to be more consistent and be more focused on what what he needs to do in order to save everybody. Imagine that kind of responsibility, having to save everybody. And I can feel it being done because I see it being done now with us, how we working together. It starts one person at a time. One person at a time. That's how we're looking at it from the inside out and moving forward with that. So, ask you a question, Maurice. Why you asked that question? Like, why you, if you can continue on. I'm listening, though.
Just trying to think of get the most productivity from the resources. Like, when you were a colony of ants, how are they organized, or bees. One group does this, one group does that, one group does another task. And
right,
then
I get that, but like an ant colony and a bee colony, everybody look after the mother or the one that's facilitating or one that's doing all the work, and that's in an ant, what is it, the queen ant, and then the beehive, what is it? It's the mother bee. Well, in our case, it's ATUN-RE. It's like the Queen of England. Everybody support the Queen because she's a part of the system. She supports their way of doing things. Here in this country, at this runs the government of America is Donald Trump. And I don't care what anyone says, some form of fashion, y'all support that system because we all, having to pay taxes. So you supporting it indirectly, directly in some form of matter. What we have here, we have ATUN-RE as our chief leader, Little Black Eagle. He's one we put on top and say, hey, he's going to take us to the, to the next level, and he has been doing it through his work because it's been the same story. Because I've been following him for years now, like years. This ain't no yesterday. It's been years, and it's been the same consistent story year after year for 15 years. It's like, I mean, he don't have to switch it up. You know, he could be doing something else, but he's dealing with us. You know, that means that's real love. You know, because we out here young, especially young folk. We out here wilding. I want to do nothing right. So yeah, so. But you know, so that's how you. I hope I answered your question. You know, and you want to know how Beehive works and how Amp Hive works. It's the same energy. They don't, you know, they're born with going to work and going out and being due diligent about taking care of the whole hive, taking care of the whole ant pile. So they come out the egg and they go pick up dirt or pick up food and bring it back. That's what we do. We wake up, you know, we don't ask, we don't talk, you know, we go out and just be about it and bring it back to the, you know, to the nest. Facts, and that's that. So, you know, that's answering your question, you know. So cool, you know, with everything. You know, anybody else got any other questions? Or, you know, anybody want to include anything else in?
Well, this is Roger, man. I wanted to ask you, I know...
Yo, what's good, Roger?
Not much. I know he was telling me one thing that he knew where RV was out there. I was wondering,
right. We got a few options. A few options going on, you know, and that's at play as well, you know, because, you know, that's also on the table. You know, we have doing some research on, you know, getting them an RV, you know, but this more call is more about where all of us can be more consecutively checking in on a regular basis and being able to more consistently being able to provide financially, you know, what you have to be able to take care of ATUN-RE. You know, so that's what, you know, we want everybody to check in every day, and everybody wants to know how they can talk to ATUN-RE, how can I have access to them. And I've had brothers call and be like, let me talk to ATUN-RE. I'll be like, who is this? And you know, and then they, you know, I be like, he's not available. They just hang up the phone. It's like, I mean, they don't have to come with courtesy of saying greetings or what's up. You know, it's like, it's just, you know, you can't, I mean, remember Pops, we can never get Pops on the phone.
Beloved, you got, I'm sorry, beloved, you got to understand. You have to understand. People are hurting, man.
I understand.
People are serious. Brother, I get calls. I've been getting calls from Haiti. That's outside. I've been getting outside country code on my cell phone, brother. I get text messages from Haiti, brother. I don't speak patois or French. Speak the King's English, King James, right? I speak King James English. Feel me? So everybody, they're hurting, brother. I know that people, we're on the radio, right? So I know there's people on the line, you know what I'm saying, and they got questions now. Stocks, are you still there? Stocks, you still on the line? Well, if he is, good. Probably ATUN-RE will probably call in at some point. But you want to listen. If the people who are listening, if they have any esoteric questions, and I'm doing air quotes, esoteric questions. If anyone has anything esoteric to ask, or if they need some clarification on something, you know what I mean? Ask your questions, you know what I'm saying? At some point, ATUN-RE will probably call in, heard? So maybe you want to open that up, like, so these people, you know what I mean? Is that doable, or you think?
Are you there?
Anybody here?
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I was chatting, but I was saying that ATUN-RE this evening, I don't think he's available because he normally, you know, would have called. So, but you know, this is something that we can take care of. So,
bro, let me tell you, he's like, yo, you can think that shit. You can think that shit if you want to.
You right.
That nigga call it let me tell you something, man. I'll be on conference calls like, nah, he ain't fucking around today. That nigga can come right in and be like, "Yeah, I heard what you said."
I was saying, I ain't.
Yo. I'm sorry. That just made me laugh just now because he is. Let me tell you something. When he say he'd be a party of, he learned from Tahuti be a party of carpet, be a party of drapes, be a towel, your wash rag, the goddamn soap, the bubbles, soap sud bubbles on the sink, like literally.
That's amazing.
So I'm thinking before we move forward. So what have we come to thus far as the initial call? Why we called?
I just want to re-stress that I want everybody, to check in on a more frequently basis. Whether it's any of us, just being in touch, and also, more consecutively being able to contribute, on a daily or a weekly basis. And like, we said, me and Amunet can be able to contribute $25 a week. Because all you got to remember, too, is that we're taking care of the shepherd, and that's going to take care of all of us. And, it's like a pyramid, set up as a pyramid, not in that, using that, because they've slanged and made that terminology a bad thing, but that's common business, where you have, it's, that system of how things are done. So we're looking to support and do better for him because he's out there, like, literally on the street. It's not a laughing matter. It's like, man, wow.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
I know. Mm-hmm.
So basically, you and I, so far, $25 a week. That's $200 a month. And then I think you were able to talk about the 4 lines, $400. So I guess we like one of the lines we ATUN-RE. Okay, so I guess you can do that, Brandon. You can find out who has the best. I don't know. Since y'all was on the computer.
Yep. And again, the best means of wanting to send funds is, is through Western Union. Then we also have the PayPal available. We're not, we're going to use it for now because of international reasons and for people to, be able to, bring in payments internationally. But we are correcting how the whole process is working, and So, those two forms of our payments are available. So we have Western Union. We also have PayPal. And if you all want to know how to send, just please contact us directly. We'll be more than happy to, to point you in the right way. So we thank you for all your support, and ATUN-RE loves everybody. Mm-hmm.
So right now for the books, put down, all right, we know $20 coming in a month, and also the cell phone. Anything else? Somebody else wants to commit or say what you can do on a consistent basis. It has to be consistent.
Right.
Yeah.
The nickel and dime is driving me crazy.
Total. Yeah. And I try to send him. I try to send him at least 100 or 150 or more a month.
What you can afford, Yeah. He doesn't want to be financially strained. He said it many times. Whatever you can afford. Comfortably, I can go $100. I can do that.
Please allow me to just make one statement. It would not be proper for you to sacrifice. A lot of us, first let me say this. A lot of us have responsibilities towards loved ones and blood relatives. All right? It would not be wise to sacrifice what they need to please your need.
That's why I said who can afford.
Right. The Amunet is 100% correct. 100% correct. This Amunet, one of the things, if you could look into, is the blogging type deal. You understand where you're sharing, sharing the.
I heard it before. Yes, I've heard of that before.
Yeah, where you're sharing it. Some of the friends or on social media, and just have them share it. You know what I mean? That type of deal, and see if they'll be willing to, do the same. You know what I mean? See if they'll be willing to do the same thing on a consistent basis. If they're willing.
Well, Well, I know for a person to give, they're going to be motivated, so that may take some time. But I know what I can do right now, and I can be consistent with it because he needs it now.
Very good.
Now, it's finally bringing other people, that'll come, but right now we got to take care of this now.
Yep, I know. Is Brother Maurice still on the line? Brother Maurice, are you there?
Shout it out.
I know you had an idea about, of doing it on Facebook. You had a concept of, will you talk about that, of how it was done on Facebook? You want to talk about that?
With Messenger?
No, right.
To collect funds?
There's
a way to do that, yeah. I can look into setting that up and getting back with you, give you some information on it.
Right, but just describe it to everybody how it works. I know I've seen it on Facebook before. How they can take donations and stuff. Because you mentioned it in detail before.
Yeah, you're able to do debit or credit card. There's a link when you go to your Messenger. I would have to. I don't have that information right here on me now because I've never done it before. I just have seen it. And like I said, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it can be done with taking a credit or a debit card and applying funds to a person. I guess it would be the Mark Brady or the ATUN-RE Messenger app that it would be done in. You know what? What I do, I'll get that information, Brandon.
That'd be nice.
And then I'll post it. I'll send it to you to post. You know how you put post on the ATUN-RE site? I'll do that before the night is up.
Okay. And we're looking to do a fan page too. Yeah, we're looking to do a fan page. I can make you an admin on it. You can be able to do it. On a consistently basis. So like little posts. Hey, make sure you donate. Hey, make sure you donate again. Or just of that energy. Putting it out there. We'll do the fan page pretty soon because we almost at 5,000 on the regular. If anybody want to know, the Facebook page is ATUN-RE. It has almost almost close to 4,200 friends. So
can we mark it on that Facebook page, Brandon?
Also, we can too, but it's only one login with that one. Oh. And we can share the login on it, but we really don't want to do that. But we can make a fan page, and with a fan page, you can have admins. And people with admin roles can be able to post. But again, I think anybody can post on it now on the current page. Anybody can post, on the wall and see things. So I appreciate that, Maurice. I'll be looking for that this week, man. I'll follow up with you on it. I'll let ATUN-RE know. I'll be what's going on with that because I'll let him know that was your idea. You can't bring it to the table. Because that'd be great. That'd be great. How many people on Facebook? 50 billion? It's like, I don't know. It's crazy amount of people on Facebook. So, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Anybody else got anything you want to chime in on? Or want to speak about?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, what's up with this homosexual agenda?
Whoa.
And why does it have to be my business? Why does someone's personal sexual preference have to be my business?
It's a war on fertility.
Can't that shit just be their business?
It's a war on fertility.
We need, are we, Brandon, are we live? We live on a broadcast?
We're being recorded. No, it's being recorded.
All right, good. All right. I want to say this respectfully. Can someone please from the LGBT community please call in because there are several questions that need to be addressed. Several questions. A good person, a person that can answer questions in a respectful forum. No one is judgmental. No one is going to be judgmental or disrespectful in this forum.
We just
correct?
No.
We have questions that there's the question of such as, why is it my business? Why do I have to know that? Like, why do I have to know people's sexuality? Your sexuality pertains to your preference in private. That means that right there means I shouldn't even have any knowledge of it because it's private to you. So why should I have to know about it? That's the question. Why are my children being made aware of adult sexual preferences? Shouldn't they just be children?
Yeah, I experienced that too.
Confusion.
Yes,
but do you mind if I ask a question, Brother Zarel? This is
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It concerns the LGBT, and it's funny that you bring that question up because it vibes with a thought that I had earlier today concerning that subject, and it has to do with hermaphrodites. And I have gathered some information from a Nuwabian channel a while back with a sister speaking. Is that no?
Oh God!
Well, they were saying the God would no, I'm asking that they were needed to open the stargates. And when the depiction of the God happy has breath, and what made me think about it is when I was studying Egyptian Kemetic yoga and was looking at the statues of the scribes. They're sitting in the lotus positions, and some of them look like hermaphrodites. So I just was wondering, it was taking my mind back to that. Is that pertinent information?
All right.
Is that okay? I'm listening.
All right, I'll explain it. It's very simple. They perverted it. ATUN-RE said it a long time ago. Mentioned it a long time ago in reference to soul or nafis, the spirit, soul, right? Or solar, right? That sits in your solar plexus. Each soul is given a suit. This is the way I'm explaining it. It's like when you're talking to ATUN-RE, let me just make this distinction for a second, if I may, with all due respect. When you're talking to ATUN-RE and he's explaining something to you, he's definitely going to explain it in his fashion. You understand? When I'm explaining something, I'm going to explain it in my fashion. And if you get it, that's even better for me. If you get it, that's good for you, and it's even better for me because it lets me know that I'm doing the right thing by helping you. You understand? All right.
Yes.
So now let's move forward. Explained a long time ago, soul. See, each soul, spirit, is given a suit. You're given a biological suit to walk here, to walk on the surface or inside of this quote-unquote rock or blue rock, like humans call it a blue rock. In order to walk here, you need a suit. It's called a biological suit. So, being that you are a living soul, you are a living soul in flesh, in a flesh suit. So, your true self doesn't have a gender. There's no, gas does not have, gas is neither female nor male, masculine nor feminine. Masculine and feminine are identifying markers from stimulation of nerve endings. They're identifying markers what you personally identify with. You personally. Gender, therefore, has nothing to do with flesh designation like male, female, created he, them. Right? So you have a male and you have a female. Both male and female have estrogen and testosterone, correct?
That is correct.
So All right. So therefore, you have the same in each, equal. It is what you identify with. It is now to the point of what you identify with. This has nothing to do with Cursed be Canaan and Ham looking upon Noah's butt cheeks. It has nothing to do with that. This has to do with the natural algorithm of the surface of the quote-unquote blue rock, right? Because I'm getting to the question you asked. I hope I'm making sense to you, or at the very least.
I'm following you.
All right.
I'm following.
All right. So, because we have equal share, we have equal capacity to make the choice. Most of us now are making the choice, and I'm saying most of us because it seems like most of us are making the choice to identify personally with the opposite, or what is considered the opposite, which is not the opposite because we're both capable of the same shit. Just as my children's mother is capable of holding my son or daughter as a baby and feeding them, I'm capable of the same thing. I'm capable of the same cuckoo-cachoo shit with the goo-goo-goo with the baby. I'm capable of the same thing of the nurturing and protecting the child just like the woman. I have to use the estrogen chemical. Do you understand that?
Yes.
When you're a father, you become aware that you have estrogen. Not like you become soft, but yeah, in a way you do become soft for your baby. You become soft for your baby. Because that's a baby. Straight up. Nothing else matters when you have that child. So that is the estrogen that you are identifying with, that empathetic, concerned, all of the English words, even Syriac and Aramaic words you could think of that denote the caring nature of a woman. A man, a father will have for his child if he really loves his child. Even at its vulnerable state, he will protect that child the same way. If the mother dies, he will assume that role. He will be both mother and father, using both estrogen and testosterone in an equal balance, because that is the nature of the suit. That is, stop looking at the flesh that's you. See, first we got to go, I have to take you there for you to come here. Or, I have to bring you here for you to go there. That's a better statement. I have to bring you here for you to go there.
Okay.
I'm not going to keep you here. I'm going to let you go there. So you have to see that that's not you. That is a suit to walk around here, to experience this life. So the true nature, or the true part of you, the you that you don't realize is you, is the gas. It's gas. You're gas. Pressure in a pressurized suit. So you're neither male nor female. It just happens that your suit is male. So you identify as a male. But you don't have to identify as a male. That is what you call, as a human, free will. The hand that warms the child can burn the child, if it so chooses to. Good and evil, what stands between good and evil? What stands between God and the devil, right and wrong?
Confused.
But what else? That's it? No one ever took the time to ask ATUN-RE, well, the confused, The confused. What does that mean, the confused? Doesn't that denote a person? And so who is that person that is confused? You. You are what sits between God and the devil, right and wrong, so on and so forth. You are the confused because you think that you are not a part of what is going on. You just feel like you're affected by some shit. Like shit is just affecting you, but you're a part of it. You feel like the story is not about you, but yet it is. You feel like the biblical story, the Bible, all of this information and the holy tablets and all that shit is not about you personally. It's about the Holy Family or 144,000, and it's a fantasy to you. It's not like really you. It's like not really about you. You want it to be about you. No, it's really about you. You're in a suit. You're gas in a suit. So there is no gender unless you have an agenda or an agenda.
Okay.
You don't have a I'll repeat it. You don't have a gender unless you have an agenda. I paid attention in English class. I sucked in high school. I ain't going to even hold you. I had to get a GED. I mean, I've been to college, but I had to get a GED. I couldn't take the social structure of fucking high school. I had a problem when nobody really was paying attention in the times that I wanted to pay attention in class. And then by the time I got to a classroom where everyone was paying attention, the information that was being spit out, I didn't pay attention to because I had a feeling like it was a bunch of bullshit. Because that's not what I was seeing in my everyday today. They were telling me about some shit that had nothing to do with me. And I was seeing a lot of white faces, and it's mathematics that I didn't need to use in the environment. So what they do to you in school or this matrix school system is they train you for the matrix. They train you to be an employee. You're groomed to be an employee through all of schooling, even through the higher schools in college and universities, unless you specifically go for training in business. But more than likely, your business training, like if you get a BA in business, more than likely you're seeking to be employed. So therefore, they're not teaching the population to own or to provide. They're teaching the population to suck at the tit. And then again, this all ties in. Let me get back to what we were talking about because this all ties in. It's retail. And part of retail, retail purposely is designed toward women. Now, when I was young, I didn't see men walking around with 2 earrings in their ear. I didn't see men, I saw men Afrocentric with earrings in their nose and shit, but the earrings in their ear weren't feminine earrings. They were like masculine, big African, like South African, like real shit. Like you'd be like, oh, that nigga's, he's cultural. So the feminization of men happened through retail because most of homosexual men became tailors. Most of your excellent and good, worthy tailors are homosexual men. And they have to measure men for pants, shirts, if you can afford it, suits. They measure, most of the homosexual men in our community are undertakers, morticians. So when you talk about gatekeepers, and when you start to go into the annals of Egypt and all that shit. So I just make shit simple when I talk to you. I don't want to make it all intricate and use a whole bunch of fucking terminology like I've been sitting down reading the book all goddamn day. You know how I don't do that. To me, and that's no disrespect to anybody else, because everybody has their way of talking, way of conversing, right? Or see, I proverse. So you can. I want you to just know that it's coming as simple as possible. You follow?
I'm following.
I'm following. Because I don't even need to use all them big words and all that intricate shit. I can make it very simple.
I can dig it.
You feel me? So, because there's no sex, see, there's that word again, sex and sex. So it denotes an act. The number 6, numbers and letters are symbols of action. This is what they don't teach us in school. That's why most of us, see, you don't realize your IQ until you're a lot older. Your IQ is not realized until you're a lot older. If you don't believe me, check it out. You can check on Albert Einstein. And they check your IQ level at the start, especially in the Nubian community, to find out if you're a bright soul. So that they can give you some sort of programming to dampen it or to suppress it. At the very least, they'll give you a shot. They'll give your mother some sort of, they'll tell your mother or your parents, you'll get an award or show up somewhere. I don't know how they do it nowadays, because I watch out for that with my son and daughter. But back in the days, back in the 70s and 80s, they used to tell your parents, like, your child is so bright, we want to send them here to this place to get them tested to see if their aptitude is up to par, because they've been passing all these tests and so on and so forth here in this school district. So they'll send you away for other people to prod and poke at you, psychologically. And these people are the elite. They're the people who report to the elite as to the progress going on in the community. This is what prompted the CIA to come up with the idea, and along with the Federal Bureau, to bring cocaine into the community, to suppress that. The early IQ level, even though they suppress the early IQ level, the latent IQ level, the IQ level comes in still later on. So it's time now for us to know, and we're able to know really that once you're told, like, you're not flesh, man. Woman, you're not even man and woman. That is what you identify with. What you personally choose to, as they say, have sex with, or what gender you personally choose to have sex with, that's your private business. That's why they coined the phrase, your genitalia is your private area. That's no one else's business. It's none of my business what you do with your body in private. So that cuts away all the homosexual, heterosexual, male, female, because when we're speaking, what does it mean? What does it matter if I'm a male or female when we're talking and conversing on information? That's why it's been easily corrupted. But again, See, it's a three-dimensional world, so there's always, what does Dr. Ray say? There's two things you will see and one you won't. So the thing that you don't see, I will reveal to you so you can now see it. It's the natural algorithm of natural selection happening in our community. There are bloodlines that need to die out. This is no disrespect to the family, but this is biblical in its timing. Don't believe me, check it out. This is a thinning of the bloodlines. There ain't no baby, ATUN-RE said it out his own mouth, but any elder say that shit. Ain't no babies coming out of that. So therefore, that homosexual child or adult, their bloodline is cut and severed. They're not procreating. Homosexuality or gender choice in personal sexual preference procreates through influence. Because you're not two homosexuals are not procreating a child that will become just like mother and father, or mother and mother, or father and father. They're not producing offspring. You understand?
That's a fact.
This is some very simple shit that people, when they talk about homosexuality, they talk more about their feelings and not reality. It's very simple. If you're a homosexual, your bloodline is cut off. You did that. That is the fate of your bloodline. You can look at it as a biblical curse. You can look at it as nothing. This is just how you're living your life. But the bottom line and the truth of the matter is, once you die, no one like you will be here left. The only thing that you procreate is another homosexual person. And that is only through influence of you letting everyone in the public know that you're a homosexual. Because how would I know that you're a homosexual unless you tell me? And if I didn't ask you, why are you telling me? Because it's your right to live how you want to. And you feel it's your right to let me know that you like to sleep with the same sex, regardless if I asked you or not. That's how your gender procreates, or your agenda procreates. So that's why we have this homosexual agenda. Do you understand?
Yes.
I hope if anyone out there is hearing me and is not understanding what I'm saying, do not understand what I am saying, please say something. If at the very least you feel that I am not making sense and this is all just rhetoric and conjecture, please elaborate.
I'm following you 100%.
Yeah.
I follow.
Can't create with the same shit. Yeah.
Because we're not, let's just take the vagina and the penis out of it. Just take the vagina and the penis out of it. Because they know vagina and penis talking. Vaginas and penises don't talk. It's a sexual organ. What you do with your sexual organ is what you do with your sexual organ. It's the perversion. The perversion in it is when you make it my business. That was the problem in the beginning, in the first perversion. If you listen to what ATUN-RE be saying, and you read if you've read any books about dealing with Genesis or the time before time or whatever the hell, there's always been a story about how things effed up and all that shit. Check it out. Don't believe me? Check it out. Any organization is always the problem. It's always some issue about a penis and a vagina. Most fights start over penis and vagina. Most advertisement is about penis and vagina. People only get on the internet to talk about what other people are doing with their penis and vagina.
True.
People, 90% of the people on the internet are there to look at puppies and cats and kittens and fucking cooking shows and shit. The same shit that's on the TV, on cable. People on the internet for that. Controversy, somebody arguing, that's some faggot shit. No disrespect, but yo, that's how we talk. And not meaning faggot shit like that's homosexual, just meaning like that's some punk shit. Like some sucker shit. You feel me? Two men arguing on the phone and shit. Or two men on video arguing over points of view. So what? You think that. I don't think that. I think this. Well, you can't think that because, well, that, what you think doesn't make... All right, good. It doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to make sense to you. That's why I think it. All right. Let me break that down for you real quick. I don't even know why this is coming to me. All right. What you think is inside your fucking head. Follow me now. That's why you have a skull. It's closed. Right?
Right.
Only you know your thoughts. I don't know how some humans could say that they know what someone else is thinking. Or they know why somebody is doing the thing. I know they're doing some shit to fuck with me. Nigga, I felt like that before. I felt like that before in this life. You got damn right. Felt like niggas was fucking with me. And that was the dumbest shit ever. These niggas don't know me. How the fuck they fucking with me? That's in my head. Right? Your thoughts are your own.
Okay.
All right. I just made that to make it, see, because it's real to me. I'm in it with you. The thoughts are your own. It's inside of your head. All of these things going on inside of you are inside of you. It's not known to anyone else. So, yet again, here's a question. How could a being find life when all they are thinking about is death? And all they're putting inside of them decays. Or it's already decaying and then they put it inside of them, inside of their body. You get where I'm coming from? Because everyone's caught up. I brought up the LGBT thing because it's so ridiculous. It's a distraction. Like, it's a crime, right, to not agree with someone's private practice. But it's supposed to be private. I'm not even supposed to fucking know about it to have even an opinion on it. You follow?
Yes.
Where are they going with this? Where are they going with it? Because I could tell you it's not going to be a good thing. It's not going to be a good thing. We need to get somebody on the phone that knows the hell shit. Let me just say, all right, just for the listening audience, and it's no disrespect, like I said, to LGBT community, this is just some factual shit. Like some just common sense shit. Like, please stop. Like, I don't do lying or none of that shit. I'm not into lying to myself personally or being lied to or lying to someone else. That's the third thing. We're in a three-dimensional world. Lying to myself, lying to you, or being lied to. Or or here's the fourth thing, even being around people who are lying. I don't even have to be lying. I just don't want to be around people lying to each other. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, if I may say, my main concern with all that too is, as you're saying, man, just keep that your business and leave me and my children alone. Let us preserve the right of Mother Nature. That's my thing with it. That's why it's like it's being pushed. It's being pushed. The ideology of it.
On the television, the music, the videos, it's too much.
It's not too much. Listen, it's only too much because we're not able to adjust. We don't have the information, and we don't have the information to apply, and instructions with the information to apply it to what's going on. I'll give it to you right now very quickly. All we have to do is communicate to the children what I just told you. You have to make the children aware that they're not flesh, that the flesh is just a suit, like clothing you put on, that they're gas. They're aware gas. They're living souls. There is no... You have to make them aware that this matrix does not adhere to what is right or what is wrong. What is wrong for you might be right for someone else, and what's right for them might be wrong for you. That's what type time shit is. Good night. Umi says good night, y'all. Right. Good night, Mom.
Good night. Shaddah Da.
Shaddah Da. Nice shadow hour.
All right. So, I dig it, what you're saying. But that's what I'm talking about, because when you bring children into it, it becomes an emotional situation. And I get real serious when it comes to my children. Feeling like something's being placed upon them that's not right. And I understand you. But it doesn't go against nature. Because, let me ask you, what goes against nature? Let's just talk about that. Because maybe say it goes against nature. So what goes against nature?
Anything not natural.
What is here that is not natural?
Concrete.
Oh, really? Where did they get concrete from?
Sand.
Rocks, a mixture of yep.
So
water.
how the hell is concrete not natural?
Because grass can bust through it.
Grass busts through it because, right. Something as simple as a blade of grass busts through concrete. So how is concrete? Yeah. So how is concrete not natural? It's just that you can take something natural and create something adverse from it. You understand? So concrete isn't correct. It's your perception that determines the outcome. What sits between good and evil, God and the devil? The confused, right? The confused is you. It's your perception that determines whether or not something is good. Don't you realize that there has to be a witness for a determination to even happen? All right, so here's the question. If an action happens and there's no witness, did the action happen? Like if a tree falls in the forest, no one's around to hear it or know about it, doesn't make a sound type shit. So there you have, in order to have good or evil, you need a witness. Don't just think, let me ask you, does the person just naturally doing a good thing know that they're doing a good thing until you tell them, yo, that was a good thing? Be honest.
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we can go with that. So then the true can be said for the opposite. The same can be said for the opposite, correct? If someone's doing an evil thing, they don't know that they're doing evil until somebody tells them, yo, that's evil. But sometimes they do know they're doing an evil thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now,
here's another thing. How would they know they were doing an evil thing unless they witnessed that thing being done? Because you're forgetting, a child doesn't come into the world knowing shit. A child has to be reared and learned. So there has to be a witness, once again, to an action. That witness to the action determines whether or not it's good or evil. Be not confused. No, be not confused. Be profused, not confused.
What is the state of being profused?
In agreement. You
Agreement.
can either agree or disagree, meaning you can either accept it or not accept it. You have the choice to do or not to do. So profuse is the opposite of confused. Con, pro, con, are you for or are you against? Right? You follow?
Mm. Yeah.
So it's a play on the English language. We have to start using what we learned in school. English. The words you say. Remember prefix and suffix? Vowels?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Change the vowels around in certain words that will reveal to you what you've been saying all this time. What you've been looking at all this time. Take the extra letter out of the word. You know how some words have two of the same letter right next to each other, like a double B, a double P? Take that shit off and look at the fucking word, man.
Mm-hmm.
Start looking at what's in front of your face. I did a fun exercise with a brother over the phone. I asked him, I said, what are you sitting in? I'll do that with y'all tonight. What are you sitting on right now? Are you sitting down? What are you sitting on?
Couch.
Oh,
Oh, I like
I'm
that
actually
one.
standing.
That's a good one. All right, good. You're lucky. You're lucky. Stay standing. Might want to stay standing. And everybody that's sitting down, stay sit.
Let me stand up to this kid.
No, don't stand there. Go ahead, sit down. You sit down, right? Go ahead. All right. Let's do this. That couch, who bought that couch? Did you buy that couch?
Yes.
Where did you buy it from? The store?
Furniture store.
All
Yeah.
right. Did you see where they got that couch from?
No, I did not.
Did you see the couch being made?
No, I did not.
How the fuck you know that's a couch?
Because when you're learning vocabulary in school, you learn to match words.
Oh.
with pictures.
So somebody told you that was a couch, and you just fucking
Yes.
believed them.
Sure did.
You just believe anything. You just believe anything. How the fuck do you know that's a couch?
We all did. Yes. Yes.
My point is, you don't know that's a couch. You just think that's a couch because somebody fucking told you it was. You didn't see it being built. You don't know the materials that it's made of. I mean, you could look at the materials it's made of and make a guess as to what it is in origin, but that would be a guess because you didn't see it being made. You didn't see the materials being rendered for it. So you don't know what that is.
Materials?
You didn't see the materials being right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so I guess you have to define what is a couch. A couch is a long chair that's plush, they can seat like 2 or 3 people. So if it's long and it's plush, it seats 2 or 3 people, I would say it's a couch.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That is programmed into us and was told to us. Now, again, we keep calling this white man a devil, and the white man's a liar, but you still fucking calling that a couch. And you still believe that's a couch. You didn't see where it was being made. This is all of us, because I got a fucking couch here, too. I got furniture up in this motherfucker. First of all, let me tell you something about furniture. You remember they said like I told, I was raised a Roman Catholic, right? Also boy, received the sacrament, nomine Patris, Filii, Spiritus Sancti, all of that shit. I know the stages of the cross and all that shit. All right. It said Jesus was a carpenter, right?
Yeah.
So Let me ask y'all a question. What do y'all know about furniture? Wood furniture. See? What is wood? Where do you get wood from? You get it from what? A tree, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that tree not a living thing?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I mean, do we have to go through it? Did y'all catch up already with what I'm hinting towards?
Not me, not yet.
You had to kill the tree to make the
You
furniture.
ever hear of, I'm going to mention this. There was a Nazi, I forgot his name. I think it was, I don't know if it was Mengele. One of those Nazis, they used to do some horrible shit to the German Jews where they would skin them and use their skin as furniture. Like they would petrify their skin and use it and make lampshades and chairs and covers, table covers and shit like that out of skin. So once again, I ask you, you know about furniture. And where's it's made of wood, where does wood come from? It comes from a tree. Isn't a tree a living thing? You said yes.
Yes.
So again, I ask you, what's that you sitting on?
A tree? A living organism?
It's a corpse. Sitting on death.
Oh, gotcha.
It's death.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's embalmed. It's an embalmed corpse. So when you hear chairs moving in the dark while you in the bedroom, yeah, nigga. Think your house is haunted and some shit going on. Yeah, nigga.
Okay.
That sounds crazy. Ooh. It's not spooky. There's nothing spooky about it. The energy is still in the flesh of the tree. Because you petrified it. They dry it out. They keep it moist. They don't let it dry to keep it moist. You can't let the wood dry. You know they treat it. If you research how wood for houses is made, lumber is made, you can see the process of how they do it. They made it down. They really made it to a science now. But it's very efficient. Back in the days, you had to really use an axe and cut that shit. Chop the tree. You got life in the tree. Now they have to relocate. So now you're fucking up the ecosystem.
But that's not necessarily wrong, is it?
Native Americans, we used to do rituals so that the animals knew to move to a certain section. We were going to cut down just enough that we needed for homes and shelter, not more than what's needed, and then you would plant for more trees. You would have an equilibrium balance with nature. Now man has become unbalanced with nature. So his bloodlines have to be cut off. He has to be killed outright by man. Man has become a virus in and of unto himself. You can't go anywhere without some sort of sick shit happening or seeing or being plagued with some sick shit. See somebody sick. Either you're going to see somebody sick, see something sick, or feel sick yourself. It's because we have forgotten that we are not flesh. We're living souls. But we're living as we're flesh. We only care about fleshy things, things dealing with the flesh, fleshy things. Anything to please the flesh. So I'm tired. Instead of sitting on the ground or the floor, I want a couch. Well, now I got to kill something to make a couch. Or no, instead of killing something to make a couch, I'll just go to someone who killed something to make the couch, and I'll buy it from them. But in order to buy it from them, I have to get a job. Shit, to even have a floor to sit on, I have to get a job. Shit, I got to work for someone else. Well, I work at this furniture company. It's a vicious cycle. Listen, I'm at a certain age, so maybe if I'm rambling on and I'm losing people, say something, and
I'm following.
And I'll stop.
No, you're flowing. You're flowing.
If I'm not making sense, please. Circle. If this is not helping anything, please let me know. I will switch up. And we can get real intricate and deep. Are there any questions? Does anybody have any questions? I brought up the LGBT thing because I just wanted to address something. Like, I don't necessarily agree with focusing on that. I think they focus on that enough themselves. I don't think the LGBT community needs heterosexuals to focus on the LGBT community. I think the LGBT community has enough focus for themselves, on themselves. You get what I'm saying? I think heterosexual people or people who prefer to be with the opposite sex and to procreate need to concentrate on that and not other people's sexual preferences. And not making an issue for you to discuss. I think we should be more discussing on how we should be making more love to each other. Instead of always constantly wanting to fuck. So we can produce some babies out here. Oh.
Who?
Do some babies, goddammit.
I have a question. Just clarification.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So basically, you're saying that the homosexuality is on the uprise because it pretty much is trying to, is it purposely done to eliminate, the blood, to cease the bloodlines, or, because I'm thinking it's a lot of more variables with it. Like some folks, decide to become gay because they had bad relationship with guys or females, vice versa, and they choose to be that way, Some folks it's so many, some folks had a sexual abuse when they was younger, and they may lean towards the same sex. So trying to look at it holistically, but you're saying also that it's done, or maybe I'm not getting it, but you're saying it's done to cut off the bloodline. Is it intentionally? Is it on purpose, or?
It's intentionally by nature.
Okay.
The thinning, think of it as thinning of the herd. You know, there's always a predator that thins the herd out. You know, you pack together for safety, but there's always that predator that will thin out the herd. That's as simple as I could put it. That's how nature cleans itself. That's how our blood is cleaning itself. It's getting rid of the bloodlines. This is, all right, admittedly, it sounds horrible. And I feel horrible for saying it. But I have no fear in the Most High. When the Most High is with me, I have no fear. So I'm going to tell you what the truth is. And the truth is that the bloodlines are being cut off because they're no fucking good. And you were born here as a chance to change the fate of your bloodline. You chose not to. And that's your right. You chose not to procreate. You choose not to follow the natural order of our community. You choose to do what you want to do. All right. And we are all right with that. We are supporting you in that. What I am telling you is that's the end. That's it for you and your bloodline. You're done here. Once you go, there's no more of you here. That's why you are homosexual. It's a natural order that you cannot fight in nature. It will clean itself out, regardless if you help it or not. So you don't have to fight. So you don't have to fight and be angry. And please don't make these people, because I'm being very honest with you, most of the people, as you said, they're victims of molestation, and they've chosen to identify personally in a certain way. And that is their business and their choice. They have every right to. I do not judge them. And I'm sorry for what happened to them. And that should not have happened to them. That should not happen to any child. Until we can get past this phobia of gender, we won't be able to take care of making sure that children are not violated. Until we can stop being concerned about what two adults are doing behind closed doors and how they're doing it, we cannot pay attention to what's happening with the damn children and protecting them from predators. Because that's basically what that is. And I'm not saying by any means that homosexual men or women are child predators. No, I am not saying that. I'm saying that a child that is violated by a predator. And regardless of how that child's violated, I've seen children attacked in the goddamn street by adults. That's a goddamn predator. You fucking attacked the child, goddamn it. We have to protect the children because they're the ones that are going to control the surface of the planet when we get older. We have to protect them. We have to let them know that we have their back, that we care about them. You don't want a generation of children growing up not giving a fuck about the elders. That's going to be a serious problem. It seems like that's what's going on now.
Yeah, it does.
Because shit. A lot of people ain't tight with their elders in their family. So I can't, you know what I mean? It's just a fucked up situation. That's what I'm saying. The elders and the children. What the fuck? How did we allowed ourselves to get separated in our blood? Well, no, I'm done. I'm done with that shit. Let go of that shit. Have no separation. These people are these. Let me get back to what I was saying. These people, there are some good, and it's no bullshit. There's some good souls who just happen to be, and they choose and they prefer to privately be. They have a preference, and that's their private choice. But they are good souls. That's what I'm saying. You understand where I'm coming from? So there's never a time where I feel like, or should anyone feel like, one is better than the other, or they're not worthy of being cared about, or anything of that nature. But truth is truth. They decided to do that. Ain't no children coming out of that. So that's what happens to your bloodline. Simple. Because then when you realize that, then you're left with, well, then how are they gay people? If there's no gay, then how is homosexuality continuing? All right, so homosexuality has to continue to influence, because if it wasn't continuing to influence, then the last motherfucker who was gay, who died old as shit, that would have been it. There had to be someone who didn't make a gender choice yet, influenced by the conversation of it. If there's any male or female on the line or in the listening audience that's ever been approached by a homosexual, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. When a person, that's anybody, male, female, approach you and they trying to get with you, they're gonna talk to you a certain way. And they're influencing you to let them into your life. That's just basically what it is.
And that's the part that I hate.
No, brother, don't hate that. Just make the distinction. See, I have a pet peeve. I don't like someone trying to force me to do something I don't want to do. And I'll explain it'll be the same thing as a woman. You ever stand back and be watching in the club or something and see some dude get rejected by a sister, but the nigga won't give up. You just keep fucking with her and she started, listen, I told you, man. You ever see that before? Like, it's kind of like that. Like, if I'm not, you know what I'm saying? If that person's not like that, you don't continue on. And that's happened before to a lot of men and a lot of women, where you come across a person who is attracted to you and they're very aggressive with trying to convince you to be with them or to let them spend time with you just on the smallest level. And that's what I mean that's what I mean by saying homosexuality procreates through influence. You understand where I'm coming from with that?
Yes.
It comes through influence, man. Procreates through influence. So if people, that's why I say we're not gender. Because our agenda coming here was to glorify the Most High. I said it, I ended that sentence in the form of a question. What was our purpose of coming here? To have a human experience? To glorify the Most High? Because the soul that's in your solar plexus, that is you, came out of Him. Here's a question. If God breathed the breath of life into man, how is man not God? The true self of man is God, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
So you're waiting for yourself? So what sits? That's why he asked what sits in between God and the devil, the confused, right? That's why I said you're the confused. Because you're not realizing you're the one witnessing God and the devil. How the fuck you get in heaven? How are you at the height of witnessing God and the devil? You're sitting there between the two. Right and wrong, good and evil, sit right in the middle, right in the center. And you have the breath of God breathes into you the breath of life, making you a living soul. So you ask, where's God? God is inside of me. God is inside of me. God is inside of you, right? Doesn't that mean you're God?
Yes.
Question.
Go ahead.
So now we all follow you. I'm sure. I gotta bring a little laughter. That's Dion. That's just how I am. So can I ask? When the chief asks us once again what sits in between, would it be cheating now to say we are? It's us. Now that we have the answer.
What you respectfully, what you would say, you would ask, well, who are the confused?
Wow.
Because confused denotes confusion is what? What is confusion? It's a state, right?
Right.
But confusion, in order to have a state, you have to have a witness. How can you have a state without a witness? How would you even know the shit? You wouldn't even know the state? The state, I'm getting jumbled. Hold on. Can't have a state without a witness. Refer to the story of the All, El Kaloum. Refer to that story. Explains everything. It's not just a fanciful story. It's awareness. How could you know that you are who you are? And that's you are who you are, and that's all that is. Well, you need something to contradict you. So you created you. Because you are all that is. Simple.
Question.
Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, brother, you real dope, bro. I just want to ask you one thing. How you said that concrete is natural. How is concrete natural when it stops the flow of electricity? Everything that's natural has a flow of electricity.
Right. No, I'm not understanding the question. What you talking about?
I said you said that concrete is natural.
Right.
How's it natural? And it stops
if it stops the flow of concrete. Right. It grounds electricity. It captures it. Same thing happens with stone, sand. It grounds lightning. White man knew what he was doing when he created the roadways. All right. I have to explain to you the purpose of concrete. Do you know what the purpose of concrete is for? The roadways, the asphalt, and the roadways and the sidewalks, do you know what they're for? Where's the truck? The brother who's the truck driver, are you still there?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
His phone died out. I'm sorry. He's not on no more.
All right. It's all good. For the listening people who are still online, concrete and the asphalt is for the movement of commerce. It's for the roadways so that supply trucks and in the beginning, supply carts had a smoother ride because they were breaking down while getting supplies from the supply chain to the store. So they created roadways for smooth travel, for easier commerce, attainability of commerce, money, the movement of money. The sidewalk is not for our pleasure. It's for the movement of money, goods and services. That's what concrete is for. So it's only legal to travel on the sidewalk, on the roadway, if you're spending money or making money. Either to walk or ride on the roads or to travel on the roads and sidewalks. That's what that's for. It's not for anything other than that. And it grounds electricity, quite frankly, because white man is afraid of fucking lightning. He doesn't know how to control lightning. It frightens him. So he needs to be around something that grounds electricity so he doesn't get zapped. Most of your Caucasoids get zapped by lightning when out in the field and their feet on grass. Don't believe me? Check it out. I don't even know if I answered your question, bro. Did I answer your question? Or if I didn't, can you reiterate so I can get a better understanding of it? Because, like, the purpose of,
like something that's natural. Something that's natural is man-made. I mean, natural is not man-made. So concrete has to be, it don't occur naturally. It don't occur without no man going out putting it together.
It's a natural thing that's man-made. You can make the concept, I get where you're coming from. We're saying the same thing. I get where you're coming from. We're saying the same thing. The perception, if I hold up a basketball and I paint the basketball, you ever see those basketballs that you get at the free throw games? They got different designs on them. Some have whole pictures on them. You could get them for a couple of dollars. You know what I'm talking about? Like the artists, they do artist rendering on basketballs. They draw pictures on the basketball. If you hold up the basketball, and we both stand at opposite ends of the basketball, we could be looking at the same basketball, but just perceiving it from different angles. So we're talking about the same thing. I feel where you're coming from. You're correct. It isn't a natural thing to have concrete here because it disconnects us from feeling the rhythm and the tone vibration of the planet. He purposely did that to cut himself off because it scares him. This is what contributes to him being attacked by wildlife, by indigenous people. This is what contributes to him having skin diseases and getting a whole host of biological infections or viral infections in his body. So he had to create a platform that disconnects him from nature, because nature naturally tries to kill off anything that does not live harmonious with it.
The richest man in Africa is rich off selling concrete. He the richest man in Africa. He glazed the whole Africa damn near with concrete.
To modernize it. Keep up with the modern world. Yep.
So, hey, wouldn't this prevent us? Say if Earth was receiving a signal and they glazed the whole damn globe, wouldn't that like distort the signal or something?
No, because you're not going to be able to concrete over water and what's underneath the water, like the caverns and all that underneath the water. That's not possible. Concrete the whole planet. I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from, but this, to be honest with you, man, this white man right now, this is residual from the shit that he's done. To be honest with you, he's run out of shit to do. To be honest, is he doing anything new to us? Nope. He literally ran out of shit. We done been burnt, fried, fricasseed, flipped over, easy over, or however the fuck the eggs are, nigga, you name it, been done to us. Everything and then some. Everything and then some under the sun has been done to us. So what more could he? He's not doing anything new. And quite frankly, I think he's bored with it. So what he's now going to start doing is attacking himself. This is our open lane to get our shit together. And I think that's a nice little end to that right there. This is our open lane to get our shit together. So OSOICE does what they have to do for the family, for the blood, for the procreation of our lineages, for these generations coming up. So we need to have this. We get it established that we get this thing going so ATUN-RE don't have to worry about the mundane day-to-day, financial situation. He ain't got to go out there as an he's an old man. That's the number one thing. It's a young man's game. He's an old man. He don't need to be out here trying to survive like that. That's fucking crazy. So we get that organized, you know what I'm saying, but not on the radio show. Radio shows for, for the people who call in to ask questions and all that. You feel me? Find out how they can call in, how they can, support. You feel me? Give them the information. But, as far as anything else, y'all discuss it in private. Organize it as to who's going to be in charge of what and what's going to happen. And then contact ATUN-RE and have him give the okay on it once it's organized. Don't go to him and you don't know what you're talking about. You got to write that shit down and just ramble it off to him written down so he knows it's organized. He can see that, you on point with the shit. Then he'll raise a flag, he'll salute that shit. You follow?
Follow.
Good.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, I'm done talking, y'all. Y'all talk, man. I'm just saying what y'all got to say. I've been running my motherfucking mouth. I ain't, I ain't nobody special for real.
Well, Once again, man, this is Brother Dion. I want to tell you thank you, man. Once again, it's all family, and it's, you know, hey, we appreciate you.
Appreciate you too, real for real.
I second that. Bird.
Word.
You're like a substitute teacher tonight.
Yeah, Zariel, dope, man.
Isn't that cute?
Well, we all one family. Yeah, we all one family. You feel me? So it's all the same. It's all the same. You know what I'm saying? ATUN-RE said, "My name's ATUN-RE. What's yours?" As soon as you say that, yes, yeah, you bet. Yeah, keep it up. Your ass, your ass stuck now. Can't get out of that shit now. You fucked. You fucked. You better hold on tight, nigga, but not too tight.
Right.
Shit.
Oh, so
You already know how the young elder get down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, young elder?
What's going on?
Not much.
I recognize that voice too.
Oh yeah. I'm always in the place.
Yeah, always welcome. We need you. Bring what you got.
Shaddah Da, peace and love. That's right.
Peace and love.
Bring what you got, brother.
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I got whatever you want. I got whatever you want, bro. Whatever you want, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you.
Yeah, let me tell you. I'm just sitting back listening, man, enjoying the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes it's just
Same
good
here. Yup.
Yeah, I learned something from Drew IL tonight. Yeah. It's like what everything he said, everybody already knows. That's why you know that it's true.
Yup. Confirmation.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, if I could just share real quick that I just want to say, man, I really appreciate everybody, and I love all y'all. I just can't help but say that sometimes. I'm sorry. Everybody, man.
Bro, we love you too, big bro.
Much love.
I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, though, brother. Go ahead, young elder. I know you probably say something, man. Go ahead. Let us hear it.
All right, part 2. Let's go.
Part 2, huh?
Part 2.
I thought we was on part 21.
We on part question. I got a question. I'm ready to hit it.
For the young elder.
All right, go ahead
and ask the question. Okay, I want to say that I had heard you make mention of when Mason moves to Shriner or a certain degree that they learn how to turn a $10 bill into a $100 bill. Is that correct?
Yeah, we get to a third degree. But, hey,
now,
they send you to Washington D.C. and they ask you to make a donation. They said they tell you it's a donation, but you got to have at least the donation is $50,000. You ain't got $50,000, you ain't gonna be able to move up to that next level. Most beings at 33 degrees really don't have to worry about money.
Okay. So is that a form of alchemy to do that?
Yeah, it's alchemy. That's exactly what it is. These beings, that's what they thrive off of. That's how they alchematically kill people. They do all kind of shit, man. They use it to like a lot of bad shit. They don't use it for good shit.
Well, is there any problem with us learning that alchemy to turn a $10? And I'm not saying that I want to use it for bad, but we talking about.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I would like to learn that.
All you got to do is that. All you got to do is that. I can tell you something very quickly.
Say that one more time.
I can tell you. All you gotta do is ask. I can tell you something very not to cut you off. I'm sorry, young elder. No disrespect.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Chop it up.
If I may, I can tell you something for everybody in the listening audience. Something very simple, so that you can stop the outflow of cash out of your pocket.
Okay.
All right. If you're noticing that you have a hard time saving money, this is for you. The way you first you have to understand that money is considered currency. That's why it's called currency. It's current, right? It's a current that flows. A current can be attracted by an antenna. So what you have on your dollar bills or your bills are antenna. They're called symbols. These symbols are antenna that connect the currency in your pocket to the centers of spending. So, in your municipal buildings in your city have statues that are antenna symbols. Your buildings are structured a certain way, shaped a certain way, as to receive the signal, to draw you into it, to keep you thinking about it. You supply the city with what it needs, which is currency. You're a body. You're a battery, basically. You generate currency for the municipality. That is your purpose in the matrix. You only live to supply the matrix with currency. That's all you do. That's as per the matrix. All right, so money on your dollar bill, any denomination USD, there's a symbol on it that acts as an antenna that connects it with the centers of spending. Your corner store, your convenience store, your supermarket, your clothing store, the guy on the corner selling bean pies, the guy on the corner selling Final Call newspapers, the person on the corner selling oils, person on the corner selling whatever, hot dogs, your theaters, your museums, your movie theaters, your malls. People just fucking go. They have nothing to do with their lives. They just go into the mall. They had nothing to do that day, so they just decided to go into the fucking mall and then end up spending money in the mall. I've done it before. I know what I'm talking about. I literally went into the motherfucker because I had nothing better to do. People will go to places of spending. Think about it. Your strip mall areas, on the weekend, the bar, your corner bar, if you'd like to get with your boys and go to the bar and shit where the good-looking women are, it's usually attached to a strip mall area. Or it's in an industrial area that deals with money. So therefore, because this is what is happening, in order to keep the money in your pocket, you have to close the antenna off. So what you do is, when you're folding money and you're putting it in your purse or your wallet, you have to you have to equally separate the denominations, number one. Number two, after you equally separate the denominations, you have to face each denomination to itself, in and of itself, like you're closing it off, like it's facing itself in a mirror. So if you had 10 $1 bills, you would divide it into $5 bills, each half facing itself. So you would face the face of the dollar to itself. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard to explain over the phone.
Like a face sandwich.
Like you're closing it. Like a sandwich. You're closing it.
Yes.
It would be if the dollar bill was facing itself in the mirror, so you're aligning the $1 bill with the other dollar bill facing itself, closing the two of them. So you got 5 in one pile, 5 in the other, because you have 10 $1 bills. You would just evenly take them and fold them together, and then fold them again, so that the ends meet. So basically what's on the outside of the fold is the back of the dollar.
Right.
So that the back, so when you're moving forward, you see the back. You see the back of something when it's moving forward.
This is true.
This is large information. I'm giving you large information.
He's telling y'all how to do it right there.
So you're
That's
folding,
how they do it right there.
You're folding it. Basically, all right. So I'm going to summarize. What you're doing is you're folding the money wherever you're keeping it, saving it, on your person, in the house, wherever the fuck you keep your stash. You have to fold it to close off the antenna, because if you don't close off the antenna, it will be siphoned from you. Because you're constantly bombarded with ideas on how to spend your money. Constantly. Non-fucking stop. Non-fucking stop. Niggas, some niggas dream about getting some new shit. Real talk. The latest shit. Niggas always want to look fly. Niggas always want the latest shit, the latest sneakers, the latest tech. We niggas, so it's either tech, something tech, dealing with computers, video games, and some shit, or it's clothing.
People make it
anything else? Children. Yeah, because anything else, you know what I'm saying? As far as spending it, like spending it on what you have to survive is one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But you're having to survive because you are not having the full capacity of what you bring in. The full capacity of what you bring in is being tainted by retail, being siphoned out by retail. Basically, if you want to be rich, stop fucking spending so much. Stop buying shit. Having more shit doesn't make you a better person. It just means you have more shit. You know there's people here in New York that have a fucking car. No disrespect. There's people here in New York, and if there's anybody listening in New York, and no disrespect, if you have a car, no disrespect to you, but there's people here in New York with a fucking car. That's the dumbest shit ever. You don't fucking need a car in New York. There's cabs and there's public transportation, and you get to where you're going faster with fucking public transportation. That's the dumbest shit ever, to go out on a date with a woman in fucking New York. You pick her up in your car, and then you're spending like an hour or something trying to find fucking parking because you don't, or you're going to spend another additional sum of money to pay somebody for your fucking vehicle to park your shit in their private lot, just so you could spend more money to have a quote-unquote nice time. Then you have to sit in traffic on the way home, or the way to drop her off. Either way, you're going to be sitting in traffic when you could have just been there dumb quick. People want the convenience of private travel. That's for pleasure. When you have been denied for generations of the most simplest shit, when you get the chance to experience pleasure, you're going to become out of control with it.
Lose their mind.
And that's where retail comes in. That's why there are trust fund children in your metropolitan cities living in loss because you wanted to buy LL Cool J albums, or you bought Coochie sweaters, you bought Fat Farm, or you bought Tim's, or you bought Nikes, Jordans, or you ate at a certain restaurant a lot, or you bought McDonald's a lot, or you bought Burger King a lot, any fast food restaurant, or you bought a certain food product a lot when you went shopping, or you went to a certain supermarket, a convenience store. You put people's children through fucking college. And you're talking about you're broke? You're a fucking millionaire. How come you ain't got none of that money? Oh, because you keep giving it to the person. You keep giving it away. Well, there you go. Now, I'm not saying stop your pleasure. You're not going to stop having pleasure. That's just something you're not going to do. The problem is we have to fill your need with pleasure. We have to give you pleasure in a capacity that is not detrimental to you, in order to wean you off of that illusion of pleasure. Because pleasure is actually an illusion. It's not real. Give you something.
You say pleasure isn't. Pleasure is not an illusion.
It's an illusion. Pleasure
and
comes
it's
from stimulation. Yeah, it's not. It's right, correct, and not only is because it's temporary. It's just it's a condition of the flesh.
It's an illusion. It's an illusion because that's why you call it wet dreams. When people have wet dreams, that's how they have wet dreams. They actually think you actually can. You actually can pre-masturbate on yourself and all that in a wet dream, and you wake up in your pants wet because it's an illusion. Yes, it's an illusion.
Yes.
This is all basically just parts and aspects of the flesh. That's all that is. Pleasure is an aspect of the flesh, or what you interpret as pleasure. It's only an aspect of the flesh. It's what the flesh produces. Stimulation of your nerve endings, that's all that is. When your nerve endings are stimulated inside or on the outside, you consider that pleasurable. Part of that nerve ending stimulation is excitement. The excitement to purchase something new. Or the motherfucker, just the pleasure and the comfortability of just getting your normal routine or being consistent with a normal routine, such as Starbucks, coffee in the morning. You just have to have. I don't give a fuck what else. Just don't fuck with my Starbucks in the morning. I can't be wrong with that. I can't be angry or mad at that. That's your shit. That's what pleases you. A Starbucks coffee in the morning. I like a black and mild and I drink Bustelo. That's espresso. I drink straight espresso and smoke a black and mild. That's just me. I'm hardcore. That's just me. I'm hardcore. Pipe tobacco and fucking coffee. That's me.
So if there's pleasure and there's pain, is there a hidden aspect in between those two?
pleasure and yes, what sits in between pleasure and pain? Once again, do you know what sits in between pleasure and pain? Yes.
Myself. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the answer to it all. Okay.
Yes,
I can dig it. I'm sorry. I'm starting to see. I can dig it.
All right, when ATUN-Re's talking to you, who the hell is God talking to? Who's God talking to? Now, I'm not saying ATUN-Re is God. Don't get it twisted. Excuse me. When God is talking to all the messages He sends to us and, come home and stop doing this, that, and the third, who is He talking to?
You.
When God and Lucifer were discussing the man named Job, they were talking about him. Well, you know the story of Job. Wasn't he confused? That motherfucker was confused as to what the fuck was going on, and he just humbled out and was like, well, if that's the Most High's will, His will be done, and just decided to pray harder and ask for mercy, right?
That's correct.
What's the story? Oh, he's gonna, if you push him a little further, that motherfucker, I'm telling you, I looked at that motherfucker, he gonna forget. He only praising you and shit because you blessing him. Look, you got some fly shit. And that nigga only talking good about you because you bless him. Now, if you take some of that shit away, he won't be so quick to be praying to you, man. My first fucking question hearing that story was, wait a minute, I thought they kicked the devil out of heaven. How did the devil get to talk to God again? Somebody's bullshitting me. How the fuck did the devil get to talk to God again? Didn't he get kicked out of heaven? You mean the devil gets a carte blanche to go back and forth to heaven? Because it says God is in heaven. Let's just deal with Christianity and the Bible. God is in heaven. In the story of Job, it stays true to the Testament, right? Or the Torah, right? According to the Torah, God is in heaven, right? So it states in the book of Job, right, that the devil went to God and held a conversation about Job, his servant. God didn't go to the devil and start talking about his servant with Job, servant with the devil. The devil went to God. How the fuck did the devil get back into heaven? Would that motherfucker know a back door? Yo, honestly, that God and devil story sound like a male and female relationship. And it sounds like a family in turmoil with choosing the new child over the older children. And the mother took the older children with her, and the father kept the younger children. And I'm not trying to be flippant. I just don't like people fucking with me and lying to me, and I don't like people lying to my family, because I have these two children here, raising them, and these people are lying, straight lying to us. So I mean, that whole story, the whole story of Job, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's him between witnessing without seeing good and evil. He's perceiving it, but he doesn't know why it's happening or really what is happening, so he is confused. Because how can he be in agreement with it if he doesn't know the purpose of it? That's why he's praying about it. Are you punishing God? Are you punishing me? Have I offended thee? You've taken my cattle, my land. You've killed off my wife, my children. You've taken everything from me. Have I offended you? And so he prays harder. That's he doesn't know why this is going on. He has no idea.
It's just two motherfuckers up there talking about him fucking with him to prove a point that he ain't gonna talk shit. I gotta go. Job had. That's fucked up, B. That's fucked up. Some cruelty shit going on. That's why I say, man, that people use this motherfucking platform. Don't be, shit. They use the information to bamboozle and to control people. It's the choice. That's what makes it good or evil. It's your perception of it. It's either you are witnessing the deed. Either you're doing it or you're witnessing it. Or it's being done to you. Either way, you're still witnessing it. You're doing it, either you're participating in it, doing it, or you're witnessing it being done, or it's being done to you. Either way, you're going to perceive that as good or bad. Whatever you're witnessing, based on what it is, based on what happens, or your perception of the outcome. Sometimes the outcome, sometimes the act itself. It depends on the viewer. A person could look at a thing and think, all right, well, let me see what happens as an effect of it, and then I'll know whether I consider that good or bad. And another person could see just the initial act of the shit and be saying, yo, that's fucked up. You get where I'm coming from? It's the perception, the person perceiving it. But it has to be a person. That's the thing. Good and evil does not exist with, or bad and good or whatever, without a person to witness. Someone has to witness the thing happen. So everything is always recorded. Everything is recorded. That's why the white man's able to do what he's doing. And no one stopped him. And no one's going to stop him. Unless we stop him. The way we stop him from doing what he's doing is paying more attention to ourselves. And stop paying so much attention to him and what he's doing.
So is that how you trap the devil?
You be trapping yourself, homie. You trapping yourself, homie. Who's the devil, brother? Who the devil? You think he's separate from me? Oh, you God, but you ain't the devil. Here we go with that gender role thing again.
I can dig it.
See, that's how you start to get it. That's where ATUN-RE talks about, but Bill, you can't sign your name to that, Bill. Yeah. The Holy Bible, Holy Bible. William Tinsdale, the author William Tinsdale, Holy Bible, King James, that homosexual shit. Yet again. And yet again we find ourselves in, what is that word? It's not, misogynistic is not the word that I'm looking for. Male chauvinism. Male chauvinism started to push women out so men could be with each other because they preferred to be with each other, and not in just a brotherly way, in the biblical sense. So any organization that doesn't allow women on an equal standing is basically founded in homosexuality. Because there is an agenda to control the gender. When the truth is there is no gender So there cannot be an agenda. When you remove the agenda, all you have is just doing the will of the Most High, man, and living naturally with the algorithm of nature and being a natural being, being yourself, being harmonious and peaceful and loving.
Hey,
hating all that side hustling, hating all that bullshit and pain and all that shit because this fucking planet's been fucked with.
Hey, Zero.
Yes.
Hey, what do you think about that? The Bible story about David and Jonathan being lovers. That's the real reason why Saul wanted to kill him.
Say that again.
David and Jonathan being lovers. Jonathan being lovers. David was Jonathan, Saul's son, I guess. And Saul, supposedly, that's the real reason why he wanted to kill him, because David was sleeping with his son, turning his son out. Yeah, go check that out. I'm just going to put that out there for you. I can break it down even more, but hey, I'm going to put that out there for you.
You talking about...
That's in the Bible.
In the Bible? In the Bible?
Yeah. In the story of David, Jonathan is always going, looking for David, sleeping with him, all that, man, in the Bible. I'm telling you, man. And then, that's why Saul set out to kill him. Man, go check that out, man, and we'll talk about it later. Just go check. I'm going to let you check it out first. Hey, man, there's some stuff going on in there. Hey, I'm telling you.
What is that in the Psalms of David? No, it's the Psalm in the Psalms of David.
I think it's the Psalm. No, what book is it? Yeah, I think it is the Psalms of David. It might be the Book of Kings. I think when David and Jonathan was dealing around. Matter of fact, I can pull up and get you the exact round the box of it. I think it's in the book of. It's in the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel, in chapter 18.
1 Samuel, chapter 18. All right. I'm in the hall.
Yeah, check that out, brother. Check that out. You know what I'm saying? And Saul set out was hunting this being down because he been turning his son out. Yeah, man. I'm talking about, man, it's some freaky. The King James them was up to some freaky stuff. You know, that's why they beat down the man in the whole Bible. It's always about the man. I mean, they beat down the woman. It's all about the man. Man this, man this, man doing this. They never give a woman credit. That's what it was all about. Because King James, you know.
Right. That's that whole culture. They boy lovers.
Yeah.
Britannia, all of that, Spain and all that's from Britannia. Britannia is Roman and Greek societies mixing in. All right? So you have Italians and Greeks. That's their deal. They are boy lovers. They imbibe and they get down like that. Like I explained to you, it is a sex act that procreates through influence. Through influence. That shit is fucking retarded, to be honest with you. I've noticed that the sex, and I'm talking to the sisters now. Sister Amanette, you there?
I'm here.
I'm aware that the sex force, there's a sex force on this planet that is controlled or is being manipulated or can be manipulated and tapped into by feminine energy, right? And it sits on the plane of force with the power of allure. That's ALLURE, allure, and it's being used to an incredible amount. Like, it's retarded. So it's like you can't, for some reason, even in conversation, the flesh still peeks in. Like, even into esoteric conversation, it still goes back to like the information. It's hard to explain. It's very hard to explain. Try to bottom line it as easy as possible. Niggas is thinking with their genitals first because they're connected to their stomach. Sex and eating is the same shit. I'll say it again. Sex and eating is the same damn thing. When a woman has sex, a woman have heterosexual sex, something going up inside of her, yes or no? Man, right? A man goes inside of a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're eating, and man is solid when he goes up inside a woman. A man cannot be soft or flaccid when he goes inside a woman. He has to be solid when he enters inside of a woman. The same with food. People prefer to live on solid food rather than the liquid sustenance. You rather chew solid food and swallow it, put it in your mouth, chew it and swallow it. I'm not likening, don't get me wrong, I'm not likening, for the men in the audience, I'm not likening eating some homosexual shit, but it's tantamount to the same damn thing. Sex and eating stimulates the same nerve endings in the same synapse in the brain. It's very similar. The brain waves while eating and being stimulated through sex are very similar down on the subatomic level. I just said that to sound smart.
Hey, Zariah, I don't mean to cut you out. Hey, but when you get through doing what you're doing, I can read that scripture for you, and I got it open right here. I can read it for you, and you be your own judge.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is 1 Samuel. If you got a Bible, this is 1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 1. Let's listen to this. It said, and it came to pass. Turn it off for me, baby. And it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him with his own soul. And Saul took him that day, and would let him go no more home to his father's house. Then Jonathan and David made a covenant because of their love him, because he loved him as his own soul. And Jonathan stripped himself of his robe. Now he got butt naked. Listen to this now. He stripped himself of his robe and that was upon him, and gave it to David, and his garments, even his sword, and he bowed, and to his girdle. Now I don't need to go on, man, but the dude got butt naked right there in front of him. If you go back and read the whole thing, you're gonna see what I'm talking about, because Hebrew law, man, in Hebrew law, a man not supposed to get naked in front of another man. Look at another man naked, especially the next of kin.
You got to remember, this is a mistranslation out of Syriac and Aramaic into Old Latin, into earlier Latin, into Old English, to the King's English. So you have William Tinsdale trying to translate, and he doesn't even speak the fucking language. He only speaks bits and pieces of the language and can decipher certain characters the best he can. And he had scholars who had missionaries come in and bring people to interpret certain shit, but under watchful eye. And they didn't even know what the fuck they were interpreting. And a lot of these people, paid off. No, he fucked the translation up, and he did it in a certain way. It's for control, my nigga. It's all for control.
He did some faggot shit. They definitely did some faggot shit right there.
Listen, it's not about faggot shit. The Bible is to control money, bro. You don't hear it? Holy by bill?
Huh?
The dollar bill.
I hear it.
You are holy about your money. Niggas is about that money. What you about, nigga? You wholly about that money. You getting that paper. Don't nothing move but the money, nigga. You can talk all that shit you want, third shit you want, but it's about getting this money. Talk that spiritual shit you want. You talk that Bible shit you want. You sit there and don't make no money. You see how much of that Bible shit come up and make sense to you then. Facts?
Facts.
Let's separate spookism. Let's separate ourselves from spookism, please. Holy by bill. Holy by the bill. Retail. It's an old story being retold. You see, retail, the tale, a tale, T-A-L-E, is a story. Retail. As in retail, I'm selling you something. I packaged it and sold it to you, and you bought it. You bought the fucking tale. You bought the story. I told you a bullshit story and you bought it. That's what the Holy Bible is. Dr. York broke that shit down because nobody else was breaking it down. The Quran and the Torah is about the same thing. All the religions is about the same shit. It's about money and monetary gain. Do you know what you need to start a church?
What?
To start a church organization, you need what is known as a 501. You need a 501 status. It's a charitable thing, right? You get grant money from the state or the government to fund and build a church. You hire people. It's a whole organization. Trustees. You open up a trust. It's big business. Religion is big business. Holy by bill. Holy by the bill.
And Bill was a faggot, man, for real. Hey, man, it's more than, and that scripture right there, that ain't the only scripture. It's it's like about at least about 10 or 20 more scriptures dealing around a whole bunch of stuff that they translated into homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? They translated it, but they incorporated this homophiliac style of writing into the stuff, man. If you read it, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I know they translated it. It's been translated 7 or 8 times before it even got to the King James. Matter of fact, King James, all them niggas was getting put to death by the Roman Catholic Church, but at the stake for even translating the Bible from Latin. You know what I'm saying? And Latin, before it came to Latin, it was like in French, and it was in by 2 or 3 more other languages before it even came to Latin. So we already know that, but I'm saying the King James version is the version that everybody is preaching. These guys are preaching from this shit, and they're saying that David was involved with Jonathan. If you read the same shit I'm reading, you know what I'm saying? I got a King James version Bible right here. It's the same. Half of the motherfuckers in the United States don't even speak Arabic or Semitic Arabic or Hebrew, none of that. They read English, and they gonna be reading. If they read that shit right there, what are they gonna get from that? That's what I'm trying to. What are they gonna think of? Are they just overlooking that because it's David, and David is Jesus, the bloodline of Jesus, and all this? Are they overlooking it because of that? Just that scripture alone, I mean, I can really fuck you up and show you some shit that really will mess you up, but I ain't gonna give you to do that. I'm just gonna leave you with that one. You know what I'm saying?
Well, wasn't that the reason that David was crucified, per the writings of Dr. York?
It was part of it, part of the reason why. But the thing is, you know what I'm saying? The reason why Saul wanted to holler at him and get rid of him is because he was messing with Jonathan. And you go read that 1 Samuel, And, well, you know, so that's how they run it. Like you're out here say they translated it like this. It's a King James version now. So I was just saying this is the version that most of the Christians are going around knocking people over the head with the whole time, and they promote. They say stand against most Christians I know stand against homophiliacs. You know what I'm saying? So you know I'm trying to see how they utilizing this particular piece of equipment called the Bible, and to go out and do this, man. And the main dude who was one of the main guys in the Old Testament, one of the main prophets, you know what I'm saying? David wrote songs, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is my shepherd, you know. And this guy right here was another Bishop Eddie Long. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. Somebody tell me something.
Hey, Elder, what was that verse again?
It's 1 Samuel chapter 18, and I can give you a whole bunch of more, but I do that another time. I can get you a whole bunch of more. That not just on David, a couple more other prophets, what you call prophets, were doing some freaky shit in the Bible. That don't look right. You know what I'm saying? If a man get naked in front of another man, Hebrew law teaches that a man should look at another naked man's body. And this man Jonathan get butt naked right here in 1 Samuel chapter 18. He get butt naked right in front of David, King David, the friend of God. You know what I'm saying? What's up with this? You got anything on that, Zariah?
I have. What is it? What is the chapter? 1 Samuel.
1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 1. Let's deal with it.
I just know so I can show people too myself.
The bean got butt crack naked. That's what it say. I mean, if you translate it out, he script himself.
It says, and it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit to the soul of David. All right, let's go back. Chapter 18, right? This is verse 1, chapter 18, right?
Yes,
let's
sir.
go back to chapter... Hold on. Let's go back to chapter 17.
And now the Philistines gather together.
All right. Let's go back to chapter 17. Hold on. Verse 48. All right, this is chapter 17, verse 48, 1 Samuel. And it came to pass, when the Philistine arose and came and drew nigh to meet David, that David hastened and ran toward the army to meet the Philistine. And David put his hand in his bag and took thence the stone and slang it, and smote the Philistine in his forehead, that the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon his face on the earth. This is David prevailing over Goliath. So David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone, and smote the Philistine and slew him. But there was no sword in the hand of David. Therefore David ran and stood upon the Philistine, and took his sword, and drew it out of the sheath thereof, and slew him, and cut off his head therewith. And when the Philistines saw their champion was dead, they fled. And the men of Israel and of Judah arose, and shouted, and pursued the Philistines, until thou come to the valley, and to the gates of Ekron. And the wounded of the Philistines fell down by the way of Shaaraim, even unto Gath, and unto Ekron. And the children of Israel returned from chasing after the Philistines, and they spoiled their tents. Meaning they got all types of fucked up and happy and shit celebrating, right? And David took the head of the Philistine and brought it to Jerusalem, but he put his armor in his tent. And when Saul saw David go forth against the Philistine, he said unto Abner, the captain of the host, Abner, whose son is this youth? And Abner said, as thy soul liveth, O king, I cannot tell. And the king said, inquire thou whose son the stripling is. And as David returned from the slaughter of the Philistine, Abner took him and brought him before Saul with the head of the Philistine in his hand. And Saul said to him, whose son art thou, thou young man? And David answered, I am the son of thy servant Jesse and Bethlehem. All right. Now here we get to chapter 18, verse 1. And it came to pass, when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David. And Jonathan loved him as his own soul. And Saul took him that day and would let him go no more home to his father's house. Then Jonathan and David made a covenant because he loved him as his own soul. And Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was upon him and gave it to David, and his garments, even to his sword, and to his bow, and to his girdle. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he's butt naked, right?
All right.
All it off.
Now, the translation of what this is talking about is Saul seeing the worth in David, being more braver than any of the warriors or soldiers in his army, the most bravest among them, more braver than Saul himself. Small, very small boy, young. These are grown-ass men. Jonathan is a grown-ass man taking off his fine raiment to clothe David. Now this is motherfucking, make no mistake, this is William Tisdale and his faggotry writing a fucking story and making it sound romantic love between two fucking men because that's what he knows. And once again, homosexuals identify with that psychology only. They can't, they don't comprehend as a heterosexual person does. Just like a heterosexual person cannot comprehend as a homosexual person does. And that's based on personal sexual preference. Only an adult can make that decision. A child cannot make a decision on sexual preference of partner. That's what homosexuality is based on. So William Tisdale, the homosexual, is writing a romantic novel to please his lover, King James. But make no mistake, this is our story. And no, this is not some faggot shit. But it's made to look like some faggot shit. Oh, hell yeah. It reads like it. With today's psychology,
that's all I want.
But only with today's psychology. But only with today's psychology. Yeah, I got you. You're right. Only with today's psychology. Because homosexuality in this LGBT community thing, in this culture that we have now, wasn't like this before. So had you read this in 1940, you would have got a different understanding of it.
But being that King James and them were faggots, and they wrote it as faggots, so they had a faggot idea in 1610 or 16, whatever the year that was when they wrote the shit. So they had a faggot idea then.
There weren't a lot of women alive back then. Because what the Caucasoid way to get a wife is to take it. You take a woman. And then when the Moors conquered most of the southern tip of Europe, through the Moors living alongside the Italians and the Greeks, they learned how they learn structure of society. This is over years of living alongside people. It's like when people from foreign countries, they have a certain lifestyle due to religion, but when they come to America, they become Americanized. We did the same thing to the Caucasoid, B. Caucasoid was living in caves and eating their own shit. And their own desiccant, their own dead bodies and shit. Corpses and whatnot. We're so fucking good at our... This is how you know we're gods. We're so fucking good at our job that the people we taught on how to be civilized became even more civilized than us and took control over us. That's how fucking good of a teacher we are. To the point where we got to decipher our own story from a retelling of our story. We forgot our fucking story, so we got to learn our story from someone else telling us about us.
Damn.
So, so it's going to sound like some faggoty shit. Because the faggoty-ass motherfucker wrote it. And again, this is no disrespect to the LGBT community, no, in no way. And please don't play with me. I'm a heterosexual man, but I'm aware that homosexuals call each other faggot too. Call each other bitch, you punk ass motherfucker, all that type of shit too. We all humans. Let's get it. Man, I'm just rambling on. I'm not a teacher, man. I'm not a teacher. I just know a little bit about a little bit.
If you're not a teacher, you become one.
Become God.
Yeah, but King James did this too. I mean, he even added our man. I ain't gonna even say that yet, but this dude right here, he really did a whole bunch of faggotry through this whole Bible. I mean, and he really, in some places, he got even nastier than the getting butt naked part, because even though we say that okay, he was honoring David by giving him his shit, still it's against Hebrew law to look at another nigga with David back here. They would say David back was turned to this nigga, just like they said with Ham was turned. I mean, the mother brothers walked in and they back was turned, right? But this dude back, did David turn his back when this nigga got butt naked? What was it down? Right, and that's all I'm saying. And King James is doing this all through the damn Bible.
Yeah, it does sound like faggot shit, but you have to remember, Jonathan and Saul were older than David. David was a child at this time. So
yeah, exactly. That's the same thing happened to King James. King James, Stuart, his cousin Stuart. King James was a king at a certain at about 5 or 6 years old of Scotland, I think, and then he became the king of England too. When he was 14 years old, he was the king of 2 areas. He had an older cousin named Stuart, who was 24 years old, who was older than him by 10 or 11 years. This dude took on him as a mentor, but Stuart, the whole time, Stuart was a homophiliac, and Stuart is the one that started pedophiliacing King James, which turned him into a faggot. Because King James' mother and his father had died when he was a young age. So Stuart is the one that turned him into a homophiliac. Thus, like I say, the faggotry was in there 400 years ago, because we look at 1610, 1611, that's over 100 years. That's over 400 years ago. So the faggotry has been in there. We just ain't catch on to it, to a certain amount of time of what's going down. So that's why it's important to have the Bible Yanun translation of the Torah or the Old Testament and all this, because you get a better view of our people. But this King James dude is playing our people. And pretty much he paying every prophet. I can show you what scenes wherever he paying every prophet in a scene where they doing some kind of homophiliac scene. You know what I'm saying?
They done made the story of Jesus and Judas some faggot shit in and of itself. Because it reads like Judas was faggot and was jealous, like he wanted to have sex with fucking Jesus, like he wanted to love her.
Yeah, but they got like they got a story in there where Jesus and John is laying down on each laying together. Man, we'll probably get on that later. Because they're really, if you are real, I don't want any heavy Bible believers on the phone. I don't want to mess them up. But hey, I'm telling you, the King James ain't no good. The King James is not a good translation, bro. It's not a good translation.
Hey.
Because the facts still remain that against Hebrew law for what they did right there. You know what I'm saying? And both of them were Hebrews. Both of them were supposed to be Israelites or Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? And that's against their shit, and they went against that right there in the Bible. They broke Hebrew law right there. They broke the commandment right there. You know what I'm saying? Because if David didn't turn his back to that dude, if that dude got butt naked, you ain't turn your back to him. So while he handing you shit, then he go put some shit on. Matter of fact, they didn't even say he put no clothes on. They just say they took off after that. Like so, he left butt naked on the horse or something. You gotta look at this shit now. Yeah, go back and read this now. They left. I mean, he left butt naked on the horse with David. They run off until the sunset. This is where the faggot William Tinsdale or Shakespeare painting this shit, man. There's some freaky shit going on in this Bible, man. I'm telling you, man. And somebody and then the dude somebody want to come and try to beat me over the head with this shit. Maybe that explains why that faggot is the choir director. Maybe that explains it. And I ain't got nothing against gay people, man. I ain't got nothing against gay people. I'm just saying, maybe that explains why the choir director, just about every church I went to, is gay.
Yeah, because the choir director, that motherfucker got rhythm and talent, and he know how to fucking bring the best out of people. Shit. You know how to get the motherfuckers to sing and the tenor of their vocals and all that shit? You ain't getting no nigga off the corner smoking a blunt talking about, we need you to help direct this choir. Shit, I don't know nothing about that shit. You bugging. But you got Dwayne. Dwayne will do it. You feel me? Like, somebody got to do that shit. James Baldwin was gay, man. There's been homosexual men all through the black rights struggle, civil rights struggle. They're all over the place, brother. It's a matter of personal preference. That shit don't bother me, personally. And Tisdale, William Tisdale, did it. He already did that shit. It's already cemented. It's done. I'll show y'all for real. I'll be around y'all. Y'all be surprised. I'll fucking take a Bible and drop kick that shit. I'll punch it right across the street. I'll kick the shit out of a Bible, a Quran, and a Torah. Kick that shit right on the foot. You gonna fucking tell me my father's in a book?
I can show you some faggot shit that they can run too, but I don't want to mess nobody up. I don't want to mess no Muslims up. If you a Muslim, I don't want to mess you up, man. But it's a lot of shit under the streams in this spiritual, supposed spiritual condescension or whatever they fuck they want, religion or whatever they want to classify it as. It's some freaky, especially if you got a nigga like, how you got a faggot writing the book, what you think it was going to be? You know what I'm saying? Two faggots. You got a faggot writing it, then a faggot that approves the shit. What the fuck you think you was going to get? Other than some faggot shit.
Listen. Let me just say this so you'll know that I know where you're coming from. The whole story of God and the devil sound like a jilted lover story to me. If you think about the story of God and the devil, it sounds like an argument between lovers, B. Just the whole feel of it. The whole fucking feel of it. The whole feel of that shit sounds like a lover's quarrel. The way it's written. So I mean, come on, man. Before it was two men. I love my father. Don't mean I fuck my father. You love your mama. Don't mean you have sex with her. You love your brother, right? Y'all niggas love ATUN-RE. Y'all trying to have sex with him? Do you get where I'm coming from? So in today's psychology, the words in that shit can be made to look that way because that's what's being pushed in our motherfucking brains on a consistent basis. Because it procreates through influence. That type of thinking procreates through influence.
One of the key words in that verse is knit. What the fuck does knit mean? I mean, we can translate it to Arabic, but in English it means to like connect together, hook yourself on, sew yourself together type shit. You see what I'm saying? It's some free, hey man, I'm telling you.
Mhm.
And I don't just say he loves him. It says he knitted himself. Right? He knitted himself. That's different from hugging and all that shit. Knitting is like locking it together. Interlocking. That's what it means. You look at the word knit, it means interlocking. Matter of fact, I just looked it up. It said interlocking. That's what the shit means.
Knit. To knit, right?
Yes. Yeah.
To interlock. Now, if you're thinking about physical interlock, couldn't he have put it in a better way? Wouldn't he say that, well, David and Jonathan knew each other and then they knew each other? That would be the way you would say that. Like, if you go into the Old Testament, the way Tinsdale writes, you would see he writes as far as like when he's denoting that a man and a woman laid with each other, right? He would say that so-and-so, like Sarah then knew Abraham. And then Abraham then knew his wife, or then Sarah then knew her husband. Or something to that effect. You've heard that before if you read the Bible. You feel me? Like you read that. That's the way he writes. Now, I'm not saying that you're not correct. You are correct. But knowing how he writes and where it's coming from, you follow? I see it's based on an agenda to control the gender. That's population control, the control of the birth rate, population control with all sorts of religious practices and edicts. And the fear of hellfire and damnation. Hopefully, in time, we can all dispel all of that information and bring all of you back to your normal selves, your rightful, righteous, holy selves. Peace. Shaddah Da.
Yo, anyone in the call?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What happened?
I'm still here too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, my bad. I interrupted. Okay, I'm checking, make sure everybody was there. Carry on. Whoever was chatting, I don't know. Oh yeah, I was. It's been 3.5 hours. I was about to break the record.
Yeah, I'm about to get off the line, but hey, that was good. This is a good chat, man. I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's nice,
Cool. I'm happy, everyone. It was good and productive, So let's get back to, the topic of the discussion was, being more consistent with, helping the ATUN-RE. So make sure next week, going into late Friday, y'all make sure y'all checking in, with that. Donate what you can, provide, because we're trying to, provide better resources for them, so we keep this good brotherhood going strong.
Yes, sir. So, my question is, is it clear yet on with the PayPal situation, or with?
Yeah, it's okay to make the PayPal payments, but the first priority should be the Western Union, But if
we got
you're unable to do Western Union, it's like you have no other choice. PayPal will be available, but of course Western Union is the best. So yeah, we're just making means of we got the mobile app we're releasing, and we got the website coming. So ways of going about it is going to get more systemized and structured. Like any other organization that's on the planet. We just putting together ours. So ours just is very divine and coming from above. We got the best of the best, so it's a little more special. But it's gonna work. It's gonna do what it do.
Follow.
All right, brothers. Good night. Shaddah Da. Peace and love.
Good night.
Contact me anytime.
Shaddah Da.
Hey.
Yeah. Hold on. I don't never get to say what's up with the brothers. What I do? Yeah. What's up, brother Maurice? I just wanted to say that.
Yo. What's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
I'm all right, bro.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, Virginia. Straight up.
Sir. Yeah, Hampton Roads, baby. Hampton Roads.
That's right. Just enjoying all this good knowledge, man.
Yes, sir. Me, I'm right with you.
I got a question for anybody right before we hang up real quick. I kept hearing Zerael say decipher, right? Could it be recipher? Because the RE words belong to ATUN-RE and ATUN-RE, right? Is there such a thing as a recipher? I've never heard that word before.
He said us.
No, has anyone ever heard the word? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but just to let you know, the chief has always said it belongs to us. Referring to him and everybody else as well.
Ooh.
So you take that and utilize it for yourself, and it should all come full circle, as in cipher.
Gotcha.
For you to recipher. Yeah.
To recipher.
Again. Yeah. He said he's going to bring the circle back full once again because it was broken. So if it was full circle at one time, then wouldn't it be a recipher once he's completed his mission as we help him?
I agree.
Recipher.
So he has used that word before. I just was thinking about it when I heard the young elder say decipher. And I was like, is there such a thing as a recipher? So ATUN-RE has used that word. I've never heard anyone say that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying if he said it or not, but what I'm saying is it makes sense as you bring that question to the forum. I'm never trying to interfere anybody's question with the chief or anybody else, period. But I don't know what's going on with me, with all of the family and everything, but something's taking place to where I feel like I'm stepping forward, and I don't know, it was just something for me to answer. It just made sense to me to share that with you.
Right. It made sense. How you said bringing the circle back full circle again. So, all right, I'm digging it. I like it. Recycle the joint. You know what I'm saying? Recycle it. No doubt.
Oh.
I like it.
Yes,
you
sir.
answered my question.
That's a pleasure. Well, all right, everybody. I do want to say from here where I'm at, and Dion, love the whole family, and all of y'all have a blessed night, shadow hour, should I say, morning, wherever y'all at. And please be safe as we go into the next day.
No doubt. No doubt.
Shout
out, fam.
Shout out.
So long.
So long. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shaddah Da.
Shaddah Da. Peace.
Peace.